Game over.
Fuck! What the fuck? Fuck! Who the fuck is fucking? How did you two fucking fuck? Fuck! Game over, man. Game over.
Wait a minute. There's things here. There's trees. There's rocks. There's birds. There's squirrels. Come on. We'll bless them all until we get versticken. Join me.
What do you know about illegal narcotics?
Like having sex. The painstaking, arduous task that seems to go on and on forever, and just when you think things are going your way, nothing happens.
Who is he?
He's an asshole, sir.
I know that. What's his name?
That is his name, sir. Asshole. Major asshole.
How many assholes we got on this ship anyhow? Go! Guess what? I'm surrounded by ass fever. And the only prescription is more combat.
You'll all be dead now if it wasn't my David.
Wanna see the burger?
It's peanut butter jelly time. Peanut butter jelly time. Peanut butter jelly time. Where you at? Where you at? Where you at? Where you at? Now there you go. There you go. There you go. There you go. Peanut butter jelly. Peanut butter jelly. Peanut butter jelly. Peanut butter jelly. Do the peanut butter jelly. Peanut butter jelly. Peanut butter jelly with a baseball bat. Peanut butter jelly. Peanut butter jelly. Peanut butter jelly with a baseball bat.
All right, we're back, everybody. Hey, how you doing? Thank you. What? Uh-oh. Put my volume down. Thank you, David Chandler, for... Oop, wrong button. Thank you for that, those 5 gifted subs. Let's, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then, thank you also for the 100 bits. Brown Candy up in the channel. I did follow you, right? Like, I saw that message on my thing, and I gotta check now. I followed you, right? Yeah, I followed you. I don't need to. I'm already following you. All right. Be sure to follow Brown Candy. He's doing shows and stuff. We had yesterday off impromptu, and we can go into it if people want. But if people want to go into it, I'm gonna say right now, if you want me to talk about the health stuff and why all of yesterday happened, you will have to you'll have to ask. Say right now, if you want me to talk about the health stuff and why mute. Thank you. You're gonna have to. Yeah, you did. Thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah, you're welcome, Brown Candy. Glad to help out. Supporter of the show. And a fellow content creator. I'm always happy to follow somebody. I mean,
Tier 100.
Oh, thank you. Thank you very much, Brown Candy. But yeah, so as for talking about the medical stuff, we can. But it is depressing. So I would preface it. Do you want to be happy or do you want the truth? That's the way it's going to go if we talk about that stuff, if anyone cares. I am not worried about it, but I'm not going to hide it. I'm going to kind of move on past it, but it is a thing, and it'll be a continuing thing. Monday, our show may be delayed. I have some hospital appointments. And I don't know about next Friday because of the Euphoria in Ink show that I'll be performing on Friday and Saturday. So we might have to end early on Friday. And then next Thursday, I have another hospital appointment. So we might not be able to get our show started next Thursday. I'll be able to let you all know more about that as time goes on. Hopefully next Thursday's show will be unaffected. At any rate. We are streaming on 3 platforms. We want to know you're good or how we can be there for you. We want to know you're good or how we can be there for you. As for being good, let me pull the volume down and load my first hour stories quick. Don't do any sound drops or subs or any of that sweet shit. We're going to be putting our lights in the egg chair this weekend, hopefully. So this Sunday, our Sunday-only show, you'll get to see the egg chair finally brought back to full life. Humpty restored to full working order. And then as for being good, like I said, we'll talk about that in a second. Pull the audio down here. Johnny, you take care of yourself. We'll always be here. Well, that's the fun part. You will be. But at any rate, there's no reason to really go into too much stuff. But there was a scary health situation last Sunday, and as time has gone on from last Sunday, the severity of that health situation has become more and more prevalent. And things are being done about it, I guess, as fast as we can. And, yeah, yesterday was a culmination of all of that stuff, as well as my body being completely a bag of shit. My right hand wasn't moving very well. All right, so it was just that one. Okay, my right hand wasn't moving very well. Oh, you dick bag and a half. Stop it. Who's doing that? Someone is. You're playing. I don't want you to be playing. Ah. Of course, it's Fox News. Fox News, the source of fucking assholes. Anyways. So yeah, there was some health shit that I'm dealing with, and that's why, of course, the show was a little We took yesterday off. Yesterday was a very much mental health day, and without my right hand, it's really hard to use my mouse. So, I mean, like, typing is already a bitch and a half, but, yeah, so it was good. Glad you're feeling well enough to do a show today. I am pumped full of steroids, so if I couldn't do a show today, I would be surprised. I am going to be seeing doctors about everything, so hopefully my health will improve. Otherwise, I don't know. We'll see where it goes. But thank you, Toastmaster, for that well wish there. I very much appreciate that. And then just again, letting everybody know we're on the 3 streams. We'll be doing that. This Sunday's Rumble only stream is going to be fun. Right now, we don't whatever works for you. So you're saying you'll be hyper, possibly. I don't know about hyper, but I have a lot of stamina. I have a lot of stamina right now. I have better muscle control than usual. And, yeah, going to be talking to the doctors about the continual, all right, we'll just do the short version. Might have had an aneurysm last Sunday. That's scary. Condition is getting slowly worse, and so we're talking to doctors about it. That's the whole thing. There you go. That's the news. Tiptoe through the tulips on that shit. Very, very scary about that, you know? Like, hey, you might have had a brain aneurysm. Oh, really? Awesome. Did you go to the ER? No. Because was whacking in his tool shed on stream last night, Jack. BC. Who's BC? Who's BC whacking it? BC. I'm trying to think. I don't know if I know who BC is. Nope, Bubba. Nope. BC. I have no idea who BC is. I'll be honest. BC throws me for a loop. That was a private stream, says Brown Candy. Oh, Brown Candy. There we go. Why didn't I think of that?
His name is John C.
Thank you, Wilmer, for the 50 bits. Fucking meat sacks, always breaking down on us. Mine's fighting me is the thing. Mine is my MS is getting worse, and as it does, literally moving my hand, moving my legs, sometimes getting my brain to function all the way. It's just a battle, and it gets very exhausting. You know, I'm not asking, like, no pity party here. I'm just saying in general, it gets a little tiring. It gets a little tiring. It's a daily thing. It's not like I'm ever like level. It's always all over the place, which is a huge pain in the ass. And so, you know, sometimes it just wears on you is all there is to it. And I've learned over the last 2 years or so here that when it really starts to wear on me, sometimes I got to take a break, and I hate doing that. So I can blame MS for my brain not working. Bud Britches, go for it. Go for it. Write that check. By the way, today's not officially a happy hour stream, but I am going to say alcoholic beverage in here, and I will salute support for the show. So earlier, Brown Candy, the 100 bits. David Chandler, the 100 bits. The 5 gifted subs.
I'm a fireball.
Luke Duke saying howdy, everyone. Welcome, Luke Duke. Oh, that reminds me. I have to unban somebody. Let's see. What is it? Buzzy Bob's Porta-Turlet Tongue? Unban. Yeah, I don't know his name. It's like Buzzard Bob. If anyone knows Buzzard Bob's Porta-Turlet Tongue or whatever, he wants to be unbanned from the channel. I guess he's banned, and I'll give him one more shot. Why not? So I come on here, and it immediately thinks about unbanning someone. So I come on here, and it immediately thinks, It? I'm an it? I mean, I know the dick doesn't work all the way. And by the way, who did that? Someone did a sticker a minute ago. I gotta salute that. Where was that? That's the RIP sticker from Wilmer Autotech 100 bits. Thank you very, very much, Wilmer Autotech, for the 100 bits.
I'm a fireball.
It's a nice Johnny Walker Blacks with a... sorry, I'm using voice text. Yeah, I know. It's all good, dude. It wasn't that you reminded me of it, Luke Duke. It was that I just remembered it. It just happened to coincide. It was a coincidence. Have you been taking your Noticinol? You're noticing too much. Ghost of Mikey Two Milks saying, Dave, yeah, Ghost of Mikey Two Milks, man. Dave gave you a sub because he's awesome.
You'd all be dead now if it wasn't my David.
So thank you for joining us. A coincidence. Yeah, that happens. It totally happens. It totally happens. We got a whole bunch of them to talk about today. Speaking of which, actually, we do have... Ooh, I am a little hyper.
Cheerwell 100, I like to touch gelatinous things. Wanna join?
Thank you for the 100 bits. Bud Britches with 100 bits. Fuck, we've had a lot of shit coming in right now. Fucking amazed we haven't kicked that thing off. All right, where's... I hate drinking during this, so thank you, but you're a dick.
I'm a fireball.
Oh, that's gross.
Cheer
oh, wait,
100.
I gotta do that. Oh, shit, now we got a hype train going? Fuck.
Cheer 100.
Yep, we do. So Johnny's just gonna get fucked up today, apparently.
Rushing up and down on the daisy line. Mummies and daddies, the grandpas and
Sticker party for Cheese. Is Cheese out? Is Cheese back? Do we have Cheese back? As for sticker party.
Here it comes, here it comes, here comes the train today.
We are
Here comes the train.
Cheer 100.
almost
Party 100
refill.
sticker
Yep.
party for CHEASE.
That's one fucking
Why
nice
did
kitty
it-
right there.
Why did it say that?
Guess what?
King of Clubs
I
with
got
5
a
tier
fever.
1 subs.
And the only prescription is more cowbell.
I'm ordering a Dremel tool before any of you get to it. We're gonna get this thing fixed. I'm gonna get a drumstick and do it legit. I appreciate whoever gifted it to me, and I hope they don't mind. I'm gonna modify it, and we're gonna. All right, but anyways, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Thank you very much. To who was that? That was King of Clubs. Oh, nice. I like a couple of those. One of those went out to Dream Machine UK. Thank you very much. Thank you. I love Dream Machine UK. Good guy. Go ahead and give him a look sometime. Who is Cheese and what is his backstory, says Brown Candy. All right, so Cheeseburger Pie is, I have a Dremel coming from Amazon today. Good for you. I'm gonna get one that's kind of loaded up. Spoiler alert, if you want to know something super gay about me, I actually
Guess what?
used to do
I got
rock
a
carving
fever. And the only prescription
as a
is more
hobby,
cowbell.
and I'm gonna do it again now that I'm gonna get my own Dremel tool. Here we go. 10 gifted subscriptions from David Chandler. Jesus, thank you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Alrighty. And we gotta salute those. So wait a minute, how many salutes we got? We got David Chandler with some salutes here, and let's get everybody in on this. King of Clubs with a salute, blah, blah. David Chandler with a salute, Skull. Jesus, man. All right. Sláinte. That almost came back out solely because of the timing. Thank you, Will Murata Tech, for the 125 bits. Thank you so much. I have stories and shit, but fuck it. We're going to be doing some reactionary stuff since we've got all of these bits and subs coming in.
Guess what?
What?
I got a fever.
That's probably bad.
And the only prescription is more cowbell.
All right, Lab Glass now with 5 tier 1 subs. Jesus, thank you so much, everybody. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 tier 1 subs. Thank you very much. Thank you so much for the support. Really, really appreciate that. And, of course, Sláinte.
I'm a fireball.
I'm gonna end up emptying that a lot sooner than I thought I would. Rusty misses cheesy. Uncle Butch does too.
Fuck off.
Oh, that's right. We got to get in on the cheeseburger pie story. All right, so we'll do cheeseburger pie. Then we'll jump over to the reaction videos for our our level 3 hype train at 75%. Thank you so much. Cheeseburger pie.
Guess what?
What?
I got a fever.
Great.
And the only prescription is more cowbell.
Well, you know, from my house to yours.
I'm a fireball.
All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, 25. I'm going to have to start using this arm to jerk off. It's just the workout is don't get hammered too early, says King of Clubs. Well, that was a very generous mix of soda and Johnny Walker Black, because I love Johnny Walker Black. I could drink it straight, but I have a tendency to gulp, and that's a problem. So I like to, you know.
Cool story, bro.
I know, right? It's totally gay, and that's why I like to kind of fucking fill the thing with some soda. But yeah, we'll see how we do. All right, so cheeseburger pie. Let's get through this for fuck's sake. Level 5. I haven't even done one controlled burn. All right, so cheeseburger pie was a huge fan of the show back in the radio days. Little bit of a crazy individual. Had a tendency to kind of cut loose at the comedy shows and public events and
Cheer
just
1000.
in general in terms of life. Thank you for that support. Thank you. I do not know the specifics, but somewhere within, what was it, like a year and a half or two ago or something like that, he ended up in jail for a little while, and so I believe he's due to be released soon? I don't know. We've been waiting for Cheeseburger Pie to return as soon as his stint is up, and it sounds like that might be coming along soon. So that will be interesting. Cheeseburger Pie is a... well, he's a force of March, says Rusty Grammar. March! So we're on the doorstep. Fucking Rusty Grammar, if you can give me any deets, because I don't know if we can share them publicly in the chat, but if you can give me any deets and let me know what I can and can say
Guess
publicly,
what?
I would totally love to do
I
like
got
a
a
countdown for Cheeseburger Pie.
And the only
That
prescription
is
is more cowbell.
10 tier 1 subs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, that's the other arm. And 10 subs from David. Let's go. Boom.
You'd all be dead now if it wasn't my David.
And again, Sláinte.
I'm a fireball.
Alrighty. Luke Duke saying, wow. Yeah, Cheeseburger Pie is a character, and I miss him, and I can't wait for him to come back. Anyways, I have to do controlled burns, and we have to get over to, we are at level 6 now, so we're doing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Probably just going to do all of these videos. So, without further ado, stepping into our first one. This is a video from YouTube Shorts. Yes, load it. And here, oh, no, you don't. All right, let's reload this.
Grandparents, y'all were so fake. When we was kids, y'all was damn near drill sergeants. We couldn't do nothing without getting our ass tore up.
Yeah, that's true.
We look at y'all the wrong way, smack. Then you sit us out on the porch Saturday morning, tell us don't come back in your house.
We don't make
until
your
the
drink
street
the right
lights come
way,
on. Not
fam.
there one time did you worry about us getting abducted, serial killers. No, just don't bring your ass back in this house.
I'm pretty
Now,
sure you
fast
wanted
forward,
us
we
to get
have
abducted.
kids, and all of a sudden these grandbabies got y'all soft as baby shit. They can't do no wrong. My kids could literally shove a broom up a cat's ass. I go to get on to them. My grandma, don't you say nothing to them babies.
That
They
sounds
just
like a problem.
expressing their feelings. Meanwhile, we weren't allowed to have
I'm
feelings
still
with a
that
kid.
dad,
Only time
says
we
Luke
could
Duke.
feel anything is when you was tearing our ass up with a belt or a hickory.
Somebody got beat by some
These babies
sticks.
can have anything they want. We couldn't even have nothing.
Somebody's very, very upset.
Y'all are fake. Y'all are so fake.
I think
You know
he's going to
who's fake.
cry. Jesus. All right, so that's who's fake. All right, let's go to our next one. Let's see where we go next. Boom. Come on. Don't be a dick. Do my thing. Here we go. Video number 2. I was raised...
Much everywhere.
All right, we're going to get to that in a minute. What is it? I'm still that dad. I was raised by a Vietnam veteran. Taught me to do right from wrong. Well, good for you, Luke Duke. I'm glad for that. I was raised by neglectful parents. By the way, we're like...
15000.
Holy Jesus Christ, man. Thank you for that support. Let me just flip this over. And again, thank you, David.
You'd all be dead now if it wasn't my David.
I'm a fireball.
Very much appreciate the support. Alrighty, so let's get back over to this. This is our next video. This dude makes me laugh my balls off. I don't know why this. I don't know when this is from. Apparently, Channel 2. This is like old school. I don't know, but I need this. If this dude is still alive, I need him in my life.
Pretty much everywhere. It's gonna be hot.
It's gonna be hot.
Then I don't need a jacket. Thanks, Arthur.
Why the fuck is that so funny? Just I don't need a jacket. This is in Haiti. I don't know why you Haiti it there. I love
everywhere,
it.
It's gonna be hot.
Everywhere
Right?
it's gonna be hot. That's gotta be easy. As the weatherman in Haiti, by the way, Scorcher. Just again. Not condoning driving under the influence, but .08 is bullshit. He could blow .24 and I'd feel fine. And I'd feel fine with him. BAC is subjective to the individual, not a one-size-fits-all. That's absolutely right, Rusty Grammar, but that is the truth about any sort of substance. Your level of exposure, your tolerance level, I mean, not just your BMI, body mass index, for those of you who don't know what that word means, but not just how big you are, but I mean, literally, there can be some tiny, scrawny people with a fast metabolism that maybe have, I don't know, let's call it Irish heritage, and they can absorb an insane amount of alcohol. There might be some larger people that are, say, I don't know, 6 feet 2 inches tall, who have
flex, but okay.
Thank you so much for the 100 bits. Let's do that for that 100 bits. Thank you very much, Wilmer Autotech.
I'm a fireball.
Brown Candy saying, except fentanyl, that shit kills everybody. No, it doesn't. I've had fentanyl and I was fine, but it was administered by medical personnel under a hospital setting. I feel like exposure is kind of how that goes. But I mean, even that, even the case of fentanyl, you probably have people that can take a larger than normal dose, but it's so easy to get a lethal dose of that shit that it's, I don't know, kind of irrelevant. I feel like it's really easy to just step in front of the train with that one. This is getting weird and off track. Oh.
I don't need a jacket. Thanks, Arthur.
Thank you, Arthur. Thank you for brightening my life. I just want that dude to just be in the corner of the house laughing at random shit like, I don't need a jacket. I think I stubbed my toe. My cat's dead. All right, so that last one might not work. I mean, that one might get a little... your fentanyl was cut, says Brown Candy. No, it was just administered through an IV under, again, medical personnel who made sure they didn't give me too much. All right, let's get... we are at level 7. We've got a minute and a half left at 12%. Thank you so much for this support. Very much appreciate it. That is our second video. Let's that chime, meaning we'll load the next one here. Alrighty. So, have you ever wondered what happens when a Christian conservative kind of person makes an anti-Islamic video? Well, wonder no more. Because this person and some people from Kenya are here to answer what exactly that horror show looks like. I give you The Lion Roars No More.
My name means lion. And lions don't run away from jackal.
Flee. I thought you said lions don't run from jackals.
I want to take you to boarding school so that you can complete your education.
What the fuck? I mean, seriously, man. What are we getting at here? I mean, this is anti-Islamic. How? Again, Christian person making this video. Feel like you might have missed some beats here. So you're going to make them go to school? So wait a minute. You think that, like, most people don't go to... No, it's just the women, man. No matter how much Johnny begs for them to give him too much. What? Sandy Squatch, I'm not sure what that comment was about. Oh, wait, never mind. I figured it out. You mean the fentanyl, no matter how much I beg them to give me too much. I didn't ask for any of that. They put me on the fentanyl. Education is terrorism, says Brown Candy. Apparently... So wait, is this the same kid like years later? What's the deal with what looks like a Jehovah's Witness in this now?
We call ourselves the Lions of Allah.
My name is... The Lions of Allah. This looks like it is very, very painful. Again, I don't know. I feel like this whole movie is a giant... Nah, why did we bother?
This is Kipsang, and I'm a born-again Christian.
Oh, shit. You're born-again Christian. That never happens. Someone get a rope!
You worry too much. You're like a girl. Will be clever and harassing and not leave any evidence. Yellow fever. Allah, help us.
Jesus Christ, this
the
is
dream
horrible.
God spoke to me and told me that...
I feel like this is going to be on the next Al-Qaeda recruitment video. This is so bad. This is so bad that I feel like Muslim people will promote this to get people on their side. Yes, it was a terrible joke, and I apologize. I thank you for your apology. It means a lot. Thanks again for that hype train at level 7. That was amazing. Thank you all so much. One last salute to everybody that participated in that. So, what the fuck? Oh, I must have bumped that button. A little sign that maybe we're a little off the rails already.
Baby, 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 baby. I'm a fireball.
Alrighty, so
He was
Jesus,
going to use
this
me
is
to bring
bad.
Christ to all the tribes and Muslims of North Kenya.
You see, when you're blind, such things don't really matter. Maybe we people who see should be a little blind sometimes.
All right, so I expect that to bomb, because that is a horrible piece of shit. Jesus. Alrighty. So again, if you need apparently it's a anti-Muslim video. I don't know anything that's expressly anti-Muslim. It looks all very, very boring. Like I said, that thing just looks like that's the video you make if you want to make more people Muslim. Alrighty, so our next video that we're going to react to here is Little Mama crashing Jay-Z and Alicia Keys' performance. Oh shit, this is from 4 months ago. This just came across my thing today. And I don't know, maybe I'm a horrible person, but this just seems like something you wouldn't do. And I don't know why this is allowed. or more recently. This just seems disrespectful as a performer coming to a middle school New Year. All right, so the artist's name is Little Mama. Somebody punch that bitch. I'm sorry, dude. I don't care if you're Jay-Z or Elton John. Some crazy ass bitch comes up on stage looking like she's high on meth or something, just staring you in the eyes going, you fucking punch that bitch. You don't wait to find out whether or not she's going to stab you. You put her down. Nobody asked you to be here. This is entirely you going, hey, nobody is paying attention to me. Guess I got to stand in front of the spotlight. That's okay. Why is that okay? Where's security? Exactly. Where is security? This is an MTV event, and I guess Little Mama is apparently an artist.
Suck my dick.
So yeah, she's apparently allowed to just jump on stage and fucking fuck with these people, which again, like I say, okay, you can do that, but we should be allowed to punch you. Like that should be a straight out beat that bitch in the face sort of situation. Of course, if you did that, then she'd cry victim.
It's not my bag. That's not a bag. That's my fucking coochie that's hanging out.
They're completely ignoring her. She's not adding anything musically. She just went up there to grab attention for herself. And Jay-Z's like, I'm just going to step in front of this crazy bitch. Oh. Nobody asked you to be there. Again, Little Mama, could you leave? This was not your moment. All right, let's pull up our next video. What the fuck? Never mind, we did that already. I clicked the wrong link.
This is exactly why I tell y'all kids ain't shit. Guess who almost got arrested at Chuck E. Cheese today? Oh, don't worry. I'm not going to make you wait. It was me. You know how you go into Chuck E. Cheese and they got that lady or the man, whoever it is, or whatever they identify, they give you the little stamp with the numbers, the invisible ink to make sure you don't walk out with nobody else's child?
Fair enough.
Well, at some point, I guess my hoodie rubbed mine off. Because as we go to leave, the lady said, hey, can I check your number? She checks Scoot's. She checks mine. She can't find mine. So what does this lady ask? Hey, little girl, do you know this man? Now, what would be the proper response?
Yes, that's my dad.
My daddy. Was that Scoot's response? Absolutely not. She looked up, she goes, I've never seen this man before. Shut your little ass, girl. You gonna get me arrested. The woman looked back at her.
And you're a cop.
I'm just kidding. That's my dad. I ain't bringing you nowhere else.
I gotta say, as a police officer, man, I don't know where you work, but if I ever ran into you, I would not be intimidated at all. Hey, motherfucker, didn't you almost get arrested for being a child abductor? Scudman is saying Alicia Keys is hot as fuck. Yes. Yes. Alicia Keys is hot as fuck. And Little Mama had no business jumping on that stage and making it about herself. But surprise, she had to. Why? Because nobody's talking about Little Mama. Why? Because she's ugly as fuck. Prove me wrong. I wouldn't fuck Little Mama with your dick, and I'm on a dry spell so big it makes the San Andreas Desert question itself. God, that was one ugly lady. Alrighty, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4. We got number 5. Let's go with number 5 here. Wait, nope. I'm pretty sure number 5 was the one we just did. So let's go with number 6. This is the Social Media Marketing World Tour.
And that brings me to a very special treat. Mary McCoy is going to come up right now, and she is going to sing a song that I wrote, and then she and Dave Curtis, one of the band members, helped to write. But
Oh,
before
this
she
is
comes
going to be
up,
horrible.
I need to teach all of you something.
I can't
You're going
boost
to,
the audio
during the
anymore.
song, say one word, and the word is social. Can you handle it?
Social.
So if I point at you and say social, you're going to go? All
Social.
right. And Mary's going to actually sing, let's get social. I'll point to you, and you'll say.
This is already starting off really, really bad. I feel like you're the kind of guy that can't get a cult off the ground because people aren't gullible enough. Oh my God, you guys have poor taste, says Sandy Squatch. What do you mean, oh my God, you guys have poor taste? What are you saying? Are you calling it poor taste because I think Little Mama is ugly as shit? That's not poor taste. That's called functioning eyeballs. No offense. Little Mama is ugly as fuck. To quote Aerosmith, dude looked like a lady.
Stay social. All right, cool. Mary McCoy with Continuum. Please come on up. This is Let's Get Social.
All right, we've got, let me drop the party thing. We got like 600 bits before a sticker party. We're great. Little Mama nasty, says Toastmaster. Yeah, I would agree. Little Mama's nasty as shit. All right, Mary McCoy, wow us with Let's Get Social. Controlled burn number 1 for those of you playing at home. Please be an illegal adult in a place where such things are allowed. Controlled burn number 1.
Showing you things you like. Try to get engagement. Here's some photos from my life. My cat, my kids, some bacon. I'm hoping you'll share my stuff and tweet it to the world. If you help me grow my clouds, I promise that I'll share yours. So connect with me. Let's have some fun. Let's show the world how this gets done.
This is proof that white women need to be stopped. Why is this a thing? This chick is hot, says Brown Candy. How desperate are you? I mean, honestly, I would give her maybe, she's a solid 5. Okay? Or at least let me put that in proper context. I have a rule, and that rule is simple. No fatties. And because of that rule, I will say, this lady rates a solid 5. All right? She's a Midwest 5, maybe a Midwest 6. If you want to give her credit for, you know, being willing to go on stage. I didn't even see Little Mama, so I'm just going by pictures of Alicia Keys that I've seen in the past. Yuck, says Sandy Squatch. Well, no offense, Sandy, but let me ask you a question. How many roast beef sandwiches are you trying to eat? Because if you're not looking for it, of course it's not going to interest you. But I'm going to say this. Between Alicia Keys and Little Mama, if you were blind and you don't pick Alicia Keys hands down, you're probably gay.
Let's get social with social media.
This lady does not have 1,000 followers on Facebook. Prove me wrong.
Social media, where we can spread the word and grow our reach and find our fans in their newsfeed. Let's get social.
Of course these are white people. I mean, Jesus. Can you guys stop? Please. I did not see Little Mama. I'm at work seeing Alicia Keys. She's actually, she was really cute the first time I saw her. The next time I saw her, I said, ew, that's not the same person. All right, well, you know what, Sandy? Since you can't get over little mama, let's pull up Little Mama. Let's just type this in here. Little Mama. American rapper Little Mama. Images. And there we go. Alrighty, so let's try and pick a good one. Here we go. Do you think that lady's attractive overall? This one right here? Oh, Jesus. Fucking spill shit. All right, right here. Do you think that lady's attractive? Because I'm going to be honest. I'm going to say no. I'm about to start a shotgun, says Fallen the Great. Because of what? Because of the video we were watching? Or because of Little Mama?
With social media,
Remember, we need to get social media. All right, this is why we need to stop white people. Okay? The call's coming from inside the house. Yo ho. White guy saying right now, we need to stop white people. This shit can't be allowed anymore. She's not ugly, says Sandy Squatch. Oh yeah, I guess, so you know what? You date her.
we shoot our viral video and we post it to the gram.
Oh, Jesus.
Looking for the secret of Facebook's holy grail. We try to keep from paying no that leads to hashtag fail. So connect with me, let's have some fun. Let's show the world how this gets done.
Again, why are we not arresting white people? If they're willing to do this shit, we need to fucking stop them. I'm embarrassed as an ethnicity. No, I don't think black people knew boot goofing, LOL. Wait a minute, what? Oh, no, I don't date black people. Oh. At the end, she plugs her OnlyFans. I mean, that is social media, right? OnlyFans is social media. We can spread the word and grow our reach to find if anyone wants to pay to see this beef. We can spread the word and grow our reach to find out if our OnlyFans will pay for our teeth. Let's get social. Right. Let's use Facebook to find our friends and see if we can get money out of them because it never ends. Let's get social. Let's find out. Wait, she's using her phone now. Is she going to plug her OnlyFans yet? That's what we're waiting for. Wait a minute, why the fuck is Chudley Dan wearing a goddamn hat now? Don't tell me he's gonna do some sort of weird character impression. Toastmaster saying, let's not. Too bad. All right, controlled burn number 2 of 7 for those of you playing at home.
Can we just get real?
Oh shit, do not tell me you're going a black person impersonation. Hey now, y'all, can we just get real? I threw on a hat and sunglasses. How do you feel? It's not blackface, but let's be clear. I'm a square in the air, my dear. I don't even think that makes sense. I'm sorry.
Do we really care about our fans, or is this just another deal? Said another way, that we lost our way? So
Again, I would like to say, as a white person, this is proof we need to be stopped. I am Johnny, a white man, saying we need to stop these people, okay? I'm not asking for anything uncouth. I'm saying, is there some way we can legally intervene? Is there somehow, like, could this be construed as a hate crime? I'm just saying, get off my side, man. Jesus Christ, this is horrible.
Social's about the people, remember? We are people.
He has definitely lost his way. I don't know if he's lost his way, but he definitely got stuck in the snack aisle.
Need another like, fan, or share.
Control burn number 3 for those of you playing along at home. Control burn number 3.
Never forget
Houston, control burn.
Live forever, even when we go to bed.
So connect with me. Let's have some fun. Let's show the world how this gets done.
So wait a minute, I get to connect with you? So connect with me. Let's have some fun. For $20, I'll show you my cunt.
Let's get social. Social media. Let's get social.
Again, why are these people allowed to continue interacting with society? Oh, fuck. All right, go.
With social media, when we can spread the word and grow our reach and find our fans in their newsfeed. Let's get
Oh, no, sir. You do not get to abandon the hat. That is fucking bullshit, sir. You put that hat on, you go till the end with that shit. That hat is a part of who you are.
Ugh.
You do not get to take that hat off and then turn around like,
fuck off.
No, that is not how this works. You, sir, are a hat, sunglasses wearing son of a bitch for the rest of this song. All right. We have, that's like the third or fourth, fuck these two people.
Give it up, Mary McCoy.
Mary McCoy, who has no career after this because, let's face it, that fucking sucked. Alrighty, I don't believe, is this the next one? Nope, never mind, that's the one we just did. I am a horrible little bitch. Alrighty, so our last video then. Nope, stop doing that. Come on, I gotta do this. Let's go. This is gonna be an interesting show already. We've got an hour left. All right. So, full disclosure, this is a video of a porcupine family defending themselves from an attack by a leopard. We're going to have fun with this for a minute. Then we'll continue through the rest of the show. We're just about closing out the first hour, and we've got 2.5 more to go with a fully loaded show that we haven't even started. So this ought to be awesome. Thank you all for the support. I'm probably going to be trashed by the end of this. And again, don't worry, it does not end badly. Here is a porcupine family fighting off a leopard. All right, so the leopard's moving in. Oh. All right, dude, seriously, like, thank you, Wilmer, for the taco night. Slancha.
I'm a fireball.
So these two are backing off. Like, dude, seriously, I used to never understand this shit, but since becoming a parent, now I get how, like, parents will be like, no, I will fuck you up, motherfucker. You stay away from my kid. Like, this leopard, I don't know how hungry you are, man, but at a certain point, you got to realize the game ain't worth the gain. You know what I mean? All right, so the leopard has circled them like 4 times without figuring out, like, you ain't got a fucking chance. And look how big those goddamn quills are. That shit gets buried in your skin, man. Oh, that would fucking hurt. And you can't go see someone about it. What are you going to do, approach a veterinarian? Fucking Jesus, man, you are a leopard. You are fucked. Notice how with the 2 little baby porcupines in between, if you're not watching, the adult porcupines have no fucks given about being ready to stab this fucking leopard in the face. And this is why I say to all of you LGBTQ people, all of you people pushing this, like, let's talk about sexual identity to your kids. Like, this is why I say you guys don't understand what you're working with. When it comes to messing with parents, you're in a whole nother fucking world, my friend. And these porcupines are proving it. They're about ready to fuck this goddamn leopard up. Ouch, says Fanatical Bucks fan. Yeah. Like, I am impressed. I will give the leopard this. He hasn't given up yet. He has not given up yet. And the porcupines, I think, have poked him 2 or 3 times in the face. To the point at which the kids are just hanging around the parents' ass and watching the porcupine parents ready to stab this bitch in the face. How long we got to go here? We're halfway through this thing. This is our last video before we get back into our stories. Thank you all so much for the support. You're sitting there licking your wounds. Now mom and dad are going to start chasing you off. Again, this is my homage, like, LGBTQ people, like, with the whole, like, let's talk to your kids about sexual identity. This is maybe a lesson you should learn. Mom and dad ain't gonna be cool with that shit. Can't they shoot the quills out too? They can, and I did, correct me if I'm wrong, did they not just do that? Alright, so they're facing him off. They can shoot the quills out, they just haven't really launched at him. Again, they're focusing on protecting the kids. The cat hasn't realized there just isn't an angle. We got 30 seconds left in this. The cat now the leopard's starting to realize perhaps this was a losing battle. Noticing the cameraman. Did I just make an ass of myself? And roaming into the woods. All right, there we go. Again, someone tell that cat the juice isn't worth the squeeze, says Fanatical Bucks fan. Exactly. And I feel like that's kind of where we're reaching with just kind of the whole sexualization of middle schoolers and little kids and talking to them about sexual identity. It's just this stuff was never a thing before, and it's very much focused around, you know, like, just not it's very focused around a specific group of people, and for that reason, like, just as a parent, I'm in the place where I'm like, nah, I'm gonna get pissed at this shit, and I'm gonna start stepping up against it. Because again, there's no point at which you don't get called a bigot if you don't just agree all the time. And I'm sorry, I'm not a bitch. Well, I suppose I am a bitch when it comes to gravity, but that's the only one. Someone tell me the cat. Someone tell the cat juice isn't worth squeeze. Oh shit, I'm on the wrong thing. Let's get over the multi-stream thing. Thank you, everyone that's paying attention on the streams of YouTube and Rumble. Let's get over to this. Rumble's probably not doing well. Let me guess. 6 people watching on Rumble. Sweet. If you're watching on Rumble, go ahead and click that that gloves up button. I certainly appreciate it. And also a reminder, Sunday at 2, we will be doing a Rumble exclusive show on the Rumble channel. I'm going to go ahead and link the Rumble channel for the current stream. If you aren't following it, please do, because again, we will be doing a Rumble exclusive show this Sunday starting at 2. It is aiming to be an hour and a half, 2 hours long. Even heavier on audience interaction. We're going to try and link the Discord into it, and we're also going to be doing a lot more just straight interaction or interview stuff, wanting you, the audience, to have an even bigger role in the show. Brown Candy asking, what kind of Ethernet cable do you use? I'll be honest, it's whatever the one I've had for a while is. Is there a problem? Because are you suggesting I need to upgrade? I completely believe that. If you're asking for advice from me, like how do I set up my shit as a streamer, I'll tell you right now, I'm the wrong guy to ask for that wholeheartedly. I am an idiot. Anyways, thank you all. If you're watching on the Rumble, if you're watching on the YouTube, thank you for being part of the show. Thank you, Wilmer Autotech, for the 20 bits. Let me scroll down here. I already clicked that. Thank you for the 20 bits. And let me get this back up so I can keep an eye on the Rumble. There we are. No live chat in the Rumble. Okay. Again, thank you all for being part of the show. Let's keep going. We haven't even started. Any brand asks Brown Fanatical Bucks fan. Fanatical Bucks fan, get a Cat 6 cable. All right. I'll say this, Brown Candy. I feel like a Cat 6 is a rating thing, and therefore, as far as any brand, if it meets the rating, usually rating systems have a criteria which they need to meet. I would say you're probably just best off with any name brand. I have no brand loyalty, says Fanatical Bucks fan. So yeah, I'd pay attention to price versus name, see where you land. Anyways, I want to say, first off, we're an hour into the show. I have not started a single story. I'm finishing the last thing. Here we go. I'm finishing the last of the beverage. Thank you all so much for your support. And we're now going to... Who's an asshole? Seriously, why? Why? It was going so well. Who did that? Fanatical Bucks fan. Thank you for the 15,000 channel points. I'll try to be back later. Phone battery is about to die. Have fun. Thank you, Sandy Squatch. Let's get into our show. As I was saying, hour into the show, we haven't even started yet because of that hype train, because you guys are so goddamn awesome. Here we go. Okay, so here we are. Los Angeles sees first blizzard warning since 1989. I just went over my points. When I hit 15, it's coming back, says Fanatical Bucks fan. All right, well, we'll see you there. And again, the channel points being available for you guys to use so you can interact with the channel without having to spend money, because again, it's all about interaction. And if you love interaction, this Sunday, the Rumble only show will be debuting at 2 p.m. Central Standard Time. So be sure to join that. And we'll get into promoting some other shit I'm doing later. Let's get back to the story. So Los Angeles sees its first blizzard warning since 1989. California Highway Patrol closed its state's longest interstate.
Fuck off.
Why? Why would you want me to fuck off? Chevrolet JB. Thank you for the 275 channel, or 270 or 750. Gee, Johnny, I wonder if the alcohol is starting to affect you. All right, back to California Highway Patrol closed the state's. Thank you, Toastmaster, for that 250 channel points. All right, so California Highway Patrol closed the state's longest interstate, Interstate 5, due to unsafe roadways, forcing heavier traffic onto Highway 101. Forecasters are predicting snowfall of up to an incredible 8 feet or 2.4 meters in mountains to the north and east of Los Angeles by Saturday. The mountains are expected to experience powerful winds of 60 to 75 mile per hour, 90 to 120 kilometers per hour, while coastal areas may experience flooding. So this is a weird thing to me. I've never, again, I live in Minnesota. Global warming, though. Thank you, Toastmaster. Yeah. Fanatical Bucks fan saying 83 degrees right now. Okay, so for clarification, though, Fanatical Bucks fan, without giving away your exact location, where would you say overall you're talking about it being 83 degrees? Because, again, like I said, the weirdest thing about this is they're saying, hey, look, in Northern California, we're Tampa Bay, says Fanatical Bucks fan. Well, we're talking about California at the moment. C. Denny 5 saying Tampa. What's up, Tampa? Just having trouble slouching in the egg. Look, I love the egg chair. I do. It's great for kind of like relaxing and giving a show. This is fun, but you can't stop from kind of just like vegging out like a goddamn pothead. And at a certain point, I think like, I'm going to just pass out, especially after finishing that beverage. I didn't think I'd get through that before 3:30, and here we are at 3 o'clock, and it's long gone. So I'm like, oh, shit. Anyways, we don't have any stories about Kanye West, so we're good. Alrighty, the winter storm warning is in effect for the coastal Ventura County Mountains and Los Angeles County Mountains from early Friday through Saturday, the National Weather Service said. Snowfall of up to 5 feet is also possible on the mountain peaks of the city of Santa Barbara. Again, but they're also talking about flooding in the south. So we're freezing and we're flooding at the same time. We can't have one or the other. I guess the general thing is at this point, even the weather is saying, get the fuck out of California. All right? Why are you there? Why are you staying? Leave. It's horrible. Alrighty, let's get to the chat. Tampa are against streams saying, hey, Johnny, are you doing with below zero? Trucker 18-wheeler, let me say this. I had to go out earlier, and thank you, Wilmer Autotech, for the twerky sticker and that 100 bits. Really appreciate all the support of the show. It's how we keep going. It's how we keep doing this. So thank you if you're one of the many people supporting the show. Anyways, where were we? So the twerky sticker, Tampa. The drought is definitely over. Look, I'll say this. California, the drought is definitely over. But at a certain point, if the northern part is freezing, the southern part is flooding, and the political part is overtaxing you, why are you still there? Can't move away from Cali. They are waiting for their reparations. Look, I gotta stay in until they pay out, all right? And then Florida, here I come. I'm gonna get my California reparations, and then I'm gonna say, hello, DeSantis. All right. I'm not gonna reload this thing. I think there's still a little bit in here. Well, yeah, there is. All right, so again, thank you, everybody, for the support we've had today. Love that Johnny Walker Black. I've got to start talking to them about possibly sponsoring me because my name's Johnny. Because goddamn, I love that shit. Johnny Walker Black. Honestly, it's fucking worth every penny. Oof. Loving that shit. CD or C Denny 5 saying, don't come here. I'm assuming you're one of the people talking from Florida. Florida needs a Democrat tax for anyone moving into the state who votes blue. Thank you, Fanatical Bucks fan. I totally agree with that for the simple reason of I live in a state where a lot of people vote blue. And I feel like if you vote blue and you move out of a state where most people vote blue and the policies instituted by a voted blue government have driven you to move away, I feel like, yeah, you need to be penalized. All right? You need to be held accountable. C Denny 5, love it. All righty. Thank you. Glad you do. Thank you all for supporting the show. We're having a ball. It is already 1 hour through. We've got 2.5 hours more of content. 2.5 hours more? That's relative. 2.5 hours of content more still to do. If you really believe in reparations, Florida is not the place for you. Toastmaster, I will say this. If you believe in reparations in terms of getting the money and run from the government, more power to you. If you want to take a government that is going to pay you reparations because of your ethnicity or whatever, and then take that money and go to a place where you feel like your money is better protected or whatever, I say go for it. Is that any different than the wealth redistribution that people on the left are always asking for? This is people simply saying, I deserve this. People owe this to me. You get it, and then you go, you know what? I'm going to protect what's mine. You know what? Fucking go for it, man. You know why? Because that will be a whole bunch of liberal states paying out and a whole bunch of conservative states eventually reaping benefits of taxpayers. But yeah, if you believe in reparations, Florida is not the state for you until you get them. Once you have your reparations, California might not be the state for you. I don't know if you're aware of this, but they believe people with money need to pay. Which I'm sure a lot of people who want reparations are like, hey, give me those reparations. I want those reparations. Yeah, you're going to get those reparations. But just so you know, then you have money. We're going to kind of want our piece. Just so you know, taxes. You will be surprised at how fast so many people become fiscally conservative if they get reparations. That's why I'm in favor of reparations. Why? Because you're going to see a whole bunch of people either blow their money right away, proving A, that reparations don't mean shit, or B, they're going to become fiscally conservative and they're going to shoot that shit right back down the line going, hey, you know what? I don't believe in the state taking a piece of my money just because I have it. Florida pays in sunshine, not in reparations, says Fanatical Bucks fan. Well, that's just goddamn information. I'll be honest, though, like, humidity and heat are a problem for me. But I'm starting to wonder, like, mathematically, like, I'm doing the math. Should I maybe move to Florida? Like, I'm thinking about it. If this show becomes self-sufficient and independent, I might consider moving to Florida. Alrighty. Toastmaster saying they'll probably get taxed at 50% like lottery winnings. Yeah, that's one of the other big things where I'm like, people argue about race, and I'm like, nah, man, it comes down to wealth. Be a lottery winner and see how that goes. It's okay. We have AC in almost every building in the state. Besides the state prisons, more than half of those no AC. Thank God St. Floyd's family got $27 million in reparations, even though they didn't like him or even speak to him for years prior to his death, says Rusty Grammer. Well, again, you can argue that point all you want, and you're more than welcome to. But I say look further. Look into Black Lives Matter. As you can see, that is a group arguing for the betterment of people of color. And at no point were those people greedy and self-indulging, which obviously proves...
Someone need a hug.
Thank you, Wilmer Autotech. I need a hug. I don't know about you. Maybe I do. We had a story from Dustin Poirier slapping a heckler at Mardi Gras. I'm not even going to bother with it because it was just kind of a thing that we were catching up on. But we're getting into our second hour. We haven't even started our first hour story, so I got to move this shit along. So let's drop that. Again, thank you all for your support. Can we get an audit of what the Floyds have done with their $27 million? I'd be curious to know. I mean, that seems like a no offense. Here's what I'll say to the Floyd family. Get your money. You know what? Get your money. Because the government of the state, all right, just the state of Minnesota, not anywhere else, not federally anything, just the state of Minnesota has a huge surplus, right? They have a huge surplus. And the one thing that we're hoping is that maybe they'll give a little of it back to us, the people they took it from. But most of us have kind of made peace with the fact the state government has taken well more than they need. They've charged more than they need. And at no point do they think, hey, the tax-paying citizens of this state deserve to get that back. So you know what? If the Floyds want to fucking cash their check, I say cash your check because the government does not fucking hesitate to cash theirs. So I say if Uncle Sam's going to give you some money, fucking take it. Alrighty, so our next story, let's move out of make money, says Fanatical Bucks fan. Actually, we will need that to give the Ukrainian people a little bit of walking around money. Do we need to give them any more? How much do they need? Rusty Grammer saying, where did that $27 million come from? That's right. Our state surplus that only the vast majority of the population that didn't contribute much to will receive back. Fuck you, Walls. I'm on that page with you. I am 110% fuck you, Walls. And we're at 600 of 1,000 bits for a sticker party, so we're 400 bits away from a sticker party. All right. I need to keep moving through this, or I'm going to have to start ditching some shit because I'm getting way behind. And I once again want to remind everybody, be sure to be following us on the Rumble because we have an Rumble exclusive show debuting this Sunday at 2 p.m. Central Standard Time. And I will link the current Rumble stream show link for anyone that is not following it. Be part of the Rumble show this Sunday. It is Rumble exclusive, and we'll be doing things we can only do on Rumble, watching a whole bunch of stuff, interacting with you, the audience. It's a fun project that I'm excited to grow, so please be part of it. And again, Bambi Rose saying, hey, Bambi Rose, how you doing? Let's get back to our stories. We're starting to dip down here a bit because I am lagging out. Florida man confesses to murder after a human foot found sticking out of his yard. I mean, it's really hard to deny it at that point. The evidence was... the evidence was literally kicking you in the balls. A Florida man confessed to murdering his roommate because the roommate threw the suspect's plate full of food onto the ground, according to authorities. plate full of food. A plate full of food. You thought a plate full of food was worth a person's life? How the fuck? Like, seriously. Meanwhile, I'm swerving all over the fucking road to avoid the thousands of potholes around St. Cloud. Brand new vehicle is going to need an alignment by the time it sees 10K miles. I fucking hear you. Fanatical Bucks fan, don't let them call these fucks Florida men. They clearly moved here from somewhere else. You know what? I normally would not endorse something like that. 400 bits away from a sticker party, by the way, everybody. I would normally not endorse something like that. But here's why I'm going to this time. Because I'll be honest, this seems like a super bitch move. They spilled your fucking food, so you're going to kill them over it? This doesn't seem like a Florida man story. This seems like a Florida transplant story. This seems like a fucking, I don't ever get questioned. I don't ever have anyone stand up to me. Thank you for the 100 bits and that sticker. I don't know where it is. Oh, there it is at the bottom. Thank you so much, Wilmer Autotech. $300 away from that sticker party where you all get to have fun bukkakeing the screen with stickers. He has anger issues. Fucking anger issues. Screw anger issues. You've got I'm a bitch issues. All right? I'm sorry. Anger issues don't excuse this. At what point is the fact that you are willing to lose your shit over your plate of food being... That's not an anger issue. That's a you being a pussy issue. I'm sorry, but someone spilling your goddamn food, unless you spent all day making it, and that was the only plate you'd get, there is no reason under the fucking sun to justify killing someone for spilling your fucking food, deliberately or not. I'm sorry. I'm a bitch. I don't care what anyone says. Prove me fucking wrong. Come at me. You're a bitch if you let that get to you. A Florida man confessed to murdering his roommate. All right, let's go to this one. Brian Marquez was arrested on Sunday, February 12th. Police said they were called to a house in Florida Pierce, or in Fort Pierce. My apologies. In Fort Pierce, after someone said they saw blood in the backyard and what appeared to be a shallow grave. And here's another thing. If you're going to kill the guy, is it too much to expect that you go whole hog on trying to hide the body? I mean, if you're going to be lazy about it, why do it in the first place? Most Florida man stories are transplants from places like Chicago, New York, Baltimore, etc., says Rusty Grammer. You know what? I don't know enough about that. I'm going to take your word on it. What was the meal? I feel like this is important context. This is Fanatical Bucks fan, #facts. You know what? You're not wrong. What was the meal? Let's keep going. When officers arrived at the scene, they found a body somewhat buried in an 18-inch deep hole, and a foot was partial. I wonder where he buried the body. I don't know. Gumshoe. I don't know. As a police officer responding to this call, do you think you could do the legwork to figure out where this landed? Jesus, man, really? Alrighty, so when officers arrived on the scene, they found a body somewhat buried. Foot was partially exposed. Blood, rocks, gloves, plywood, shovels, and a blanket were collected by investigators from the yard. Honestly, why even bother at that point? Fanatical Bucks fan says, get to the part where it says drugs were involved. You know what? I don't disagree with you. An autopsy found the body confirmed the person was a Hispanic man from the ages of 35 to 45 years old. He had significant facial injuries, broken ribs, and a broken nose. Marquez was interviewed by the police, immediately taken into custody due to a separate outstanding warrant for his arrest, according to officials. Once at the police station, he was questioned about the body and whether or not he had anything to do with the murder, authorities said. Police said Marquez confessed to the crime, saying he killed his roommate, who he only knew as Guanajuato, in his arrest report. Marquez said the victim threw his plate full of food to the ground. He disrespected him. He didn't do anything immediately, he allegedly said, but after having some drinks, he decided to approach him. So we're not even going to... I'd really like to think this was all over some cheesy mac, you know, like something fucking generic. Like I made some instant ramen and he spilled it and I'm like, I'm going to kill this fucker over this, you know? When he's not waiting, when he's not ready, I'm going to wait. I'm going to wait in the shadows. I know, Sloppy, you always have a boat at the ocean. Take there and dump it. Oh, all right. Okay, so those were migrant workers and that plate of food may very well be the only food he had. That seems so hurtful. You know what? But you know what? If you're right, Fanatical Bucks fan, then I understand it. Like, if that's all the food you're going to get, you got to start standing up for it. Like, just Jesus, man. Alrighty, so we have anything else? Marquez said he started punching him in the ribs, the face, the nose. Knocked him to the ground. He grabbed dirt and gravel and then shoved it in his mouth. Okay, I'm sorry. This was murder, man. When the suspect yelled at the victim to stand up, the victim didn't move. He realized was dead. So you accidentally killed your roommate because he spilled your fucking food. And that's the other thing. If you're not going to react immediately, I'm sorry. Is there a 5-minute rule on reacting to your food being spilled? Thank you, Luke Duke, for that 2,500 channel points. 300 away from a sticker party. A fat activist killed their roommates, says Battle Brothers. Maybe. Possibly. I mean, high sodium diet that you experience a lot in the U.S. could equate for that. Again, I just feel like you accidentally killed your roommate because he spilled your food. Or knocked over your food, but then you half-hearted committed to burying the body, and then when they arrest you because again someone noticed the foot sticking out of the dirt. I mean, forget the smell test of like, all right, so that hole looks suspicious. That pile of dirt looks odd. Whatever. The whole, like, is there a body there question can come up from time to time. And some people could be like, they're just gardening. But when you see, or even more, when you see his foot sticking out of the ground, feel like it's pretty obvious there's a goddamn body over there. Oh. But again, according to, I think, Rusty Grammar, alleged, and with no information to confirm or deny, alleged that is not a Florida native, but a Florida transplant. We have no idea of knowing. Maybe that explains this one, too, because we have another Florida story. Florida man who police say was driving the car of a dead Lyft driver charged with murder in a separate case. Look, man, you want to kill somebody, fine. You want to kill someone and have that on your record, whatever. But don't go stealing a car and then drive the car of a dead Lyft driver. What were you hoping to get their tips? Like, how does that work? You can't make money off of that. A man who police say was driving the car of a dead South Florida Lyft driver was charged with murder of another. Counts Tuesday in a separate case. A grand jury in Hardee County indicted Matthew Flores, 35, on charges of first-degree murder grand theft auto, possession of a firearm by a felon, and tampering with evidence, according to court records. I mean, Jesus, how many charges are you trying to score on the bingo card, man? Deadlift rated R. Oh, thank you, Santaran. He planted the foot to grow toenails. Thank you, Santaran, for continuing to contribute to the show. Thank you so much. The indictment relates to January 24th in the fatal shooting of Jose Carlos Martinez in Huachula. Police were actively searching for for Flores in that case on January 30th when Lyft driver Gary Levin, 74. Oh, God. How hard do we have to try to say this was entirely a Lyft driver just trying to make do, man? This poor guy is fucking trying to save up for his retirement, realized he didn't do enough of that before. Because I'm sorry, you don't pick up being a Lyft driver at 74, just kind of like, I thought it'd be fun. So, driver Gary Levin, Grandpa went missing after dropping off a customer in Okeechobee, a small city north of Florida's Lake Okeechobee, about 70 miles east of Huachula. All right, so did this guy kill him? What's up with that? All right, so there's a picture of Florida. Takes 3 miles, or it takes $3 million to retire these days, says Battle Road Zio. Yeah, and at no point does the government or anyone else want to address like how much of a fuck up that is. And at no point do we as a society go, hey, maybe we should start teaching our kids economics, because I feel like all this time you're teaching them about, gender identity really isn't helping the fact that they're going to need to know how to make some money before they're dead. You know what I mean? Unless they want to be bagging groceries into their goddamn centennial. So he killed the Lyft driver and continued to do the lifts on the dead. Consider it. Look, I don't want to be a dick, all right? I might have killed this guy, but, the least I can do is help him earn maybe an extra couple $100 towards that whole, funeral cost thing. I mean... All right. So let's get back over to this. Levin's red 2022 Kia Stinger was spotted in Miami, Okeechobee, in Gainesville, in North Florida, after his disappearance. The vehicle was stopped on February 2nd in North Carolina. Sorry, I got to adjust. Slouching this goddamn egg chair. Was just... U.S. Marshals Region Task Force asked authorities to be on the lookout for Flores, who was driving the car. He was arrested following a police chase through 3 counties, officials said. A dead body found in Okeechobee after Levin went missing was eventually identified as the driver. Flores is being held in North Carolina on a $2 million bond, with a hearing being scheduled for Wednesday. He will eventually be returned to Florida. It is not known whether Flores had a lawyer who can speak on his behalf. So again, just proven. I don't know. What do you want from that? Chokey to chokey. Oh yeah, I wish I had that sound drop. Who's chokey to chokey? I might have missed this earlier from Trucker 18-Wheeler. I'm surprised Washington State still doesn't have income tax. Only blue state that doesn't. You know what? I wish there maybe wasn't so much of one here, I guess. I don't know. I'm real talk, just with everything going on medically and everything, I'm fed up with the area. I mean, I might want to move. Just saying. Sometimes I have a wish. At any rate, we're going to ditch that story. Where are we at here? We are half hour through our second hour of the show. Amazing support we've had today, so thank you all so much for being part of the show. And again, do tune into the Sunday only Rumble show. And I will be, you know what, we'll talk about that in a minute. I'll be at a event next week called Move to Florida and Find Out Chokey to Chokey. Honestly, if this stream stuff starts doing enough money, maybe I will. Alrighty, so U.S. Treasury Secretary takes... you know what? I'm not really interested in the Treasury Secretary story, so we're going to go ahead and ditch that. We're getting a little behind. This video I do want to do, and then that one we're going to do. So let's get to this first. This first video that we're going to do here is a video from someone who was a trans person or is a trans person. I'm not sure. But they have a message for anyone else considering the trans lifestyle. And because we've been promoting the Rumble Only show, I'd like to mention this clip is off of Rumble. So as soon as this ad is over, we're going to skip over to that. And again, this shit drives me nuts. But this is off of Rumble.
3 things I wish I knew before.
A trans person with advice on going trans. I feel like if anyone, fuck me in my opinion, if anyone deserves to have an opinion on being trans, going trans, whatever, it is a trans person. Take it away, sir.
I transitioned to male. 1. That injecting myself with cross-sex hormones actually was harming and damaging my perfectly healthy body. 2. That changing my identity and changing my body wasn't actually going to heal the pain I had within myself. It was just an escape that created actually more trauma for me. 3. That it was okay to be a tomboy and not fit into society's beauty standards of what a woman was supposed to be like. That I was perfect the way I was and I didn't need to change myself. Hit the follow if you want to know more.
Alrighty, so there's that video. Let's close this before it starts its next thing.
Drinking warm water before bed fixes tooth and gum problems over.
Go fuck yourself. Alright, we'll get to that video in a minute. Let's get to the chat. It's the Taco Bell dog speaking. Yo quiero your privates. This is what happens when parents discover whippets and don't just call it a good time for the moment, says Luke Duke. Aww. Get your dick removed will not grow back. I mean, exactly. That's the other point. This person was, I think, a lady transitioning into a man. Either way, yeah. This is something I was actually going to bring up, and we'll be bringing up again. You know, as someone who's dealt with mental difficulties, people always tell me, like, hey, man, whenever I get super depressed, they're like, hey, don't make a permanent decision on temporary feelings. But if you take that argument and move it over to the whole gender identity thing, if you say, hey, don't make a permanent decision, you know, AKA don't mutilate your body and take drugs that will have potentially damning effects on your body over a temporary feeling, you know, maybe wait it out a little bit more. Now you're just being a bigot, which is weird to me. And that's the other thing, too. These people come out against the trans movement, and now they're bigots. It's like, I'm sorry, aren't we all supposed to be who we are or who we feel inside? So someone who went on your journey and has this criticism, I feel like should be more valid, not less. But, okay. Anyways, this is our last video from the first hour, saying that as we are, again, almost 2/3 through our second hour. Thank you all for being part of the show. Here we go. This is one of the things where people talk about, you know, just pick up and move. And I have reasons why I tell people when they tell me that, where I'm like, hey, man, I can't, and here's why. Now, for my situation, when people are saying pick up and move, it's because the environment doesn't fit my condition. It's because life doesn't fit my condition, whatever. But if you live in a place where living there might be a risk to your health, not being able to pick up and move is a little heartbreaking. And I apologize now for anyone who feels a little down. But I feel like we all should kind of hear this dude's story just for a minute.
And everybody that I talk to, they don't want to leave their houses and they want to leave town.
Again, this is out of East Palestine, Ohio. This is a man saying everyone I've talked to says they want to leave their houses and they want to leave town.
Do you want to do that? Are you planning on doing that?
My kid's buried in the cemetery down the street. I'm not going to leave unless I can take her with me.
Some people just can't leave, man. And bravo to that dude for being willing to say that. You know, like I mean, literally that guy is willing to effing kill himself from environmental poisoning because he can't take his kid with him, you know? And that's where Democrats, this fanatical Bucks fan, it's what happens when you vote for Obamacare. He got literally no reason to stay, in my opinion. He could have her moved at a later time. Why'd he bury her down the street and not in the cemetery? She's in the cemetery down the street. Flint, Michigan, all over. Nah, was the kid vaxxed? Oh, now we're getting hard on him, man. Was the kid vaxxed? Oh, if he was Republican, he would have more alive kids to worry about. Yeah, dude, it's really your fault for not making more. Thank you so much. I was trying to be human for a moment, you know. I was perusing my stories and I'm like, you know what? A lot of shit is depressing. So let's do this one about a guy, like, whatever, and just have a moment be like, you know what? That sucks. But that guy tells his kid's grave, you're dead. I told you to stop voting Democrat. You're supposed to have at least 5 to work the farm properly. I mean, I don't think he has a farm, but okay. You know what? Fuck me for having a moment of weakness. That's what I'll say. We have more questions than answers. Where's the mom? Oh, Jesus. Well, I feel like if the mom's decent, she left because it's probably her fault. You know what I mean? Fanatical Bucks fan saying, my sympathy for others has been used up. I was just simply, it wasn't so much sympathy for others as I was going to say this situation sometimes points out how some people will tell you how they don't have a choice. They've decided that they won't change their opinion on one thing or another, and for that reason, they don't have a choice. I don't know. Let's get our second hour stories going. You know what? Let's pull the audio down because that's a little loud. We have 20 minutes left in the second hour, so we might drop a few of these. We'll do this one for sure. We'll do that. Oh God, we definitely have to do that. All right, so we've got a story about a Marxist who's very, very avid that America was built by colonizers and slave owners. And we're going to find out what happens when she finds out her ancestry, because I'm sure it won't contradict her life at all. All right, there we go. And let's close that. Again, thank you all for your support. We have 300 bits left for a sticker party. Take that back. 200 bits left for a sticker party. Thank you, Wilmer, for that sticker. Alrighty, so our next story that we're going to talk about here is from the St. Louis Zoo. Apparently, there has a bear that has escaped from the zoo enclosure for the second time in a month. The St. Louis Zoo has been placed on lockdown Thursday when an Andean bear escaped from his habitat for a second time this month. Zoo officials said the 4-year-old bear named Ben escaped his outdoor habitat at 1 p.m., and they implemented a lockdown with guests being escorted to indoor facilities. Ben was safely recaptured about an hour later at River's Edge area of the zoo near his enclosure. The bear previously escaped from his enclosure on February 7th when he tampered with the...
Lord, please do not let this Becky get any purple-headed yogurt slinger from any man. Absolutely none.
Thank you for the 100 bits and the Buddy Christ sticker. Thank you so much. The zoo bear heard about cocaine, says Saint Aaron. Probably. That would make a hell of a lot of sense. I'd believe it. And again, thank you, Brown Candy, for the 100 bits. We are 100 bits away from a sticker party. 100 bits more on stickers, and you all get to get free access to the stickers for a little bit. So again, thank you all so much for that. If he does it a third time, they should set him free. I think, honestly, after 2, we got to start asking if we need to release him back into the wild. Clearly, he's not happy where he is. Alrighty, so the zoo said the steel cargo clips have been added to reinforce the enclosure, but Ben still managed to escape again. The method of his most recent escape was unclear Thursday. Officials said they are looking into further measures to secure the habitat. At what point has this bear just earned his freedom?
Well, this morning, the St. Louis Zoo says one of its bears is back in captivity after escaping its enclosure. The male Andean bear named Ben was able to get out of its habitat in the river's edge after messing with some steel mesh and then climbing out of a small hole. About 90 minutes later, staff members were able to tranquilize him and safely move him to a holding area. Now, according to the St. Louis Zoo, there are no signs of human error or tampering, and this all happened Tuesday morning just before the zoo opened to the public. No one, including the bear, were hurt.
At least give him a girlfriend. Yeah, I bet he'd less likely to leave if he had some, pardon the phrase, beaver. Give him a little poon. He'll hang in there. They may take our honey, but they'll never take our lives. Winnie Wallace. Oh, I say, I ask you, would you trade every day, Piglet, from here to tomorrow? If you could go back and say, they will take our honey, but they'll never take our lives, Piglet. Where are we at? We've got 15 minutes left in the show. I'm going to ditch this story about a doctor and a kid with barbecue because I have no idea what that's about. We're going to get to this. All right, so as I was teasing this earlier, Marxist Angela Davis. Now, for those of you who don't know, long story short, Marxist is the short version. Angela Davis teaches that America was built by racist colonizers. This is what she teaches, that America was built by racist colonizers. And so we're going to, and let me cut over here. Looks like the kind of person that you would assume teaches that message. Wait, what? 15 minutes? I object. Wait a minute. What do you mean 15 minutes? I object. I was saying we have 15 minutes left in the first or second hour of the show. The Coke Bear. her ancestors were slave traders. No, her ancestors were not slave traders. That would be even better. I will admit, that would be even better. My mistake. All right, okay. I have no idea. Anyways, her ancestors were not slave traders. Now, this is from PBS. As we all know, PBS is a right-wing media outlet with aims to disparage the liberal left. Let's go again to PBS.
Any idea what you're looking at? That is a list of the passengers on the Mayflower.
No, I can't believe this. No. My ancestors did not come here on the Mayflower.
Uh-oh. My ancestors did not come here on the Mayflower. You know, one of the original ships of the colonizer slave people. I'm going to go ahead and get a controlled burn. What is this, like 4 or 5? I think 5. 5 of the 7 we owe. Number 5, here we go. For everybody that participated for the show again, thank you so much. Controlled burn number 5. She has a rich colonizer family. Again, listen how willing this person is, to assign blame to people. Listen how willing she is to realize she is a descendant of those people whom she blames.
My ancestors did not come here on the Mayflower.
Your ancestors came on the Mayflower.
No.
You are descended
No.
from one of the 101 people who sailed on the Mayflower.
Oof.
There we go. So you're going to start paying them reparations, right? Remember, you owe. This country was built by slaves who were imprisoned by your forefathers. Again, how much do you want to acknowledge your privilege? Toastmaster, it's like her whole mission in life is based on a lie. The best part is she didn't know that until PBS brought her that information. I mean, if it was Fox News, if it was Tucker Carlson, okay, I'd understand her being like, wait a minute, no. But again, PBS, the public broadcast system, like, by the way, you're descendants of white colonizers. You're a descendant of white colonizers. So, those people you're holding accountable, you're one of their kids.
That's a little bit too much to deal with right now.
Did you ever, in your wildest dreams, think that you may have descended from people who laid
Never.
the foundation
Never.
for this country?
Never.
Because, again, she was a little addicted to being a victim, and now apparently she's a descendant of the victimizers. Alrighty, it's like your old mission life. The darker, Fanatical Bucks fan saying, the darker the berry, the sweeter the juice. Not sure what we're talking about there. PBS is, Toastmaster saying, PBS is pretty neutral, but sometimes leans a little left. But that's my point, is that this isn't, it's not like this was a political agenda. This was, again, a neutral or left-leaning source going, hey, by the way, we're about to shoot an entire hole in all of your arguments of shit. Because, again, you enjoy being the victim of white supremacy and white privilege and all this other stuff. And America was built by colonizers who stole this land and built it off the backs of slavery. But as soon as you find out that you're part of those colonizers, and you're a dick. Thank you, Wilmer, for the 25 bits. Who was that woman, says Master Meatball? That woman was Angela Davis. Again, a famous Marxist who teaches that America was built by racist colonizers. But again, she now knows, and I'd be curious to see where she goes forward from this. She now knows that her parents, her descendants were some of those racist colonizers that built America. Brown Candy is saying, Johnny, her, or Little Mama? Little Mama, simply because Little Mama's got a tighter figure. And you know what? Little Mama's face might not be to my liking, but I could just bury my face in her V for a while and just figure it out. You know, I can eat my way out of that situation, but Angela Davis, no thank you. All right, so we've got an article from Not the Bee about an artist who painted an anti-racist mural at a Vermont law school 30 years ago. 30 years ago, an anti-racist mural. That's gotta, go over well. Can we get a picture of the anti-racist mural? Do we have, or is this the only, is this it? All right, here we go. Here is, let's see if we can zoom this in. There we go. Nope, I want that. Get away. All right, there we go. All right, so here's the anti-racist mural. This was painted 30 years ago. We have what looks like slave Americans in bond, or slave Americans. It looks like we have slaves in bondage. Someone whipping them, clearly portrayed as a colonial American. Obviously not showing the people who rounded them up. All right, and now more continued treatments and depictions of Americans and slaves being abused or used. Nothing horribly wrong with this. I don't know. What is this? This looks like a bunch of people This is the only one that I'm a little weirded out by. This is a person hogtied on the ground and a whole bunch of people partying. That I wouldn't suggest as a positive message regardless of what side of the skin tone section it's on. But okay. So again, anti-racist. The message is be the seller or be the one getting sold. Wow, Toastmaster. Wow. But thank you. Alrighty. Just a quick thank you to everyone watching. If you're on the Rumble, if you're watching on the YouTube or the Twitch. And a quick reminder, we will be doing a Rumble-only exclusive show this Sunday at 2 p.m. Central Standard Time. So be sure to tune in for that and make sure you can be part of that. Alrighty, so again, that's the anti-racist mural. It was 30 years ago. I questioned some of it. You've seen The Last Supper. This is The Last Sale. Oh no. Don't do that. Don't do that. Ugh. Alrighty, so, as I was saying, that's the mural, and now it was 30 years ago it was put up. So would you be surprised to hear that now it's causing an issue? Some of you might be like, hey, that wasn't cool the way they almost look to be committing like a revenge hate crime on the, depicted colonizer people. I don't know. That could be one thing. At any rate, for years when students at Vermont Law and Graduate School came to Shirley Jefferson with objections to the murals in the Student Center and their depictions of black people that struck some as racist caricatures, the longtime black administrator urged those protesting to move on. Then came the summer of 2020, for Miss Jefferson and many others, a renewed commitment to confront embedded racism and insensitivity, even where it might be unintended. When George Floyd was killed, all of a sudden, I said to myself, that mural has got to go. I called the dean, and he said, okay. So let me get this straight. You think because a person OD'd in police custody that all of a sudden a mural became racist? Wouldn't have been racist before? I don't understand. An envisioning pair of murals that would describe the horrors of slavery and celebrate Vermont's abolitionist history, Mr. Kierson said he searched the state for a place with the right set of walls and a mission that would complement his theme. The tiny progressive law school on the banks of the White River seemed the perfect setting, he said, and its leaders in the early 1900s welcomed the project to the second floor of the student center, an airy, quiet space used for study and meetings. It was not until 2020 that Miss Jefferson, now an associate professor and vice president, concluded that the mural was part of the problem and inconsistent with the law school's mission, no matter if the intentions that led to its creation were good, she wrote in a statement to the federal district court in 2021. No one paid attention till now, just like the Chinese balloons. Yes, exactly. That's kind of where we're at. Of course, the images are disturbing, Miss Kierson wrote, after the district court's ruling in 2021 affirmed the law school's plan to cover his work. These images represent human suffering, and if you do not find them disturbing, you are not looking at them. I think the point was to look at them and find them disturbing, you assholes. Can we start fighting this shit as going, you're right. When can we start looking at slavery as the good thing that it was? And all the benefits. Why should we continue to bemoan ourselves with the horrors of history? Why can't we remember the good times? Can you follow me, says Oliver. You know what, Oliver? Oliver 6463. You gotta follow. Alrighty, just hang it up at the Denver airport. No one pay. Again, this whole thing with these images are disturbing. Yeah, no one said they weren't. That's kind of like dumbass. That's kind of the point. Rusty Grammar saying, "Did you follow me?" You know what, Rusty Grammar? Let's check. Did I follow you, Rusty Grammar? I did follow you. No follow needed. Already on it, sir. Already following you. Native Americans own slaves. Pay reparations. Again, everybody. I feel like I'm okay with reparations if you're willing to 23andMe yourself to prove that you're like somehow descendant from like slave people. I'd love to see everyone that takes that and finds out like, oh, hey, by the way, again, like the Angela Davis thing, like, oh, you're descendant from immigrants and this, that, and the other. Like, oh, by the way, your ethnicity does not entitle you to reparations. Watch how fastly that argument dies when we see how many people suddenly find out, oh, by way of genealogy, you weren't one of the people that slavery overtly impacted. I'd follow up, but it might be better if you have a head start, says Fanatical Bucks fan. To what? Follow up to what? I gotta figure out my camera setup when it warms up. Good luck to you for that. Again, everybody, thank you for following on the Rumble channel. If you're following on the Rumble, let me link the Rumble link one more time, because we will be. Oh, come on, can I? There we go. We will be. I'd follow up, but it might be better if you have a follow you. Oh, I don't know what that's about. Anyways, if you're not following the Rumble channel, please do. We will be broadcasting on the Game Over podcast channel this Sunday for a Sunday-only, Rumble-only special that is going to be every week on Rumble-only exclusively. Please become part of that. We'll be doing things with the Discord and other stuff. It's going to be super awesome, and so please be part of that. Alrighty, so going back to this again, the problem with this mural, Again, it was put up years and years and years. It was put up 3 decades. Sticker party. All right, everybody. We just got another sticker. The sticker party's off. Go nuts with stickers on the screen. We've got Controlled Burn number 6 coming in right now. I might have to reload this thing. Rumble is great for the First Amendment. Rusty Grammar, that is a big thing about the Rumble show. We're going to be able to do a whole bunch of stuff that we can't do on other streams. So yes, please be part of the Rumble show. It'll be a lot more loose than this one is. Again, thank you for the sticker party. Go nuts with them stickers, baby. Control Bird number 6. There's again the sticker party going nuts. The confetti's still falling, which means the queue is still loaded, which I love to see. Thank you all so much. I love seeing the stickers going. A lot of frogs jumping up here. I have really got to get off my ass and get those new stickers finished and uploaded so we can start doing some more stuff. I see one Buddy Christ, a pickle, a rooster, and a lot of the other ones. Again, if you have any sticker suggestions, feel free to message me about those, and I will see what we can do for sounds or for sticker images. They do need to be approved, so obviously there's limits. No dicks and things like that. But clever puns like pickles, we all know what I mean.
The sad truth is that cock size is the smallest it's ever been in recorded history.
Alrighty, so again, the woke crowd is very much upset that a mural made over 30 years ago to depict the...
This was 100% preventable. We call things accidents.
Alrighty, so yeah, so again, this is one of those things where I'm like, you guys, you had something there. It obviously it's not as woke as it can be today. Like, oh, this is offensive. Like, offensive. I think it was pointing out that the whole slavery thing was offensive. You have to stop. At what point is censoring how wrong slavery was become an endorsement for how right it was? You know what I mean? Like, at a certain point, I'm like, no, you need to see the horror show that was slavery and stuff like that so you can be reminded, oh, by the way, that shit was wrong. Oops-a-doodles. Alrighty, so now a woman who lives near Ohio, near the train derailment site, sends a message to Joy Behar, not the time to play politics. The Liberal View host claims that the East Palestine residents voted for Trump policies that caused the derailment. Look, is there any truth to that? Maybe. And I have no idea because I am starting to realize that at an hour and a half left in the show, I'm starting to get oops, wrong button. Let's put that back on. I'm starting to get a wee bit tipsy. Rumble is great. Tune in Sunday to hear Johnny shout, none of your business. Thank you, Fallen the Great. Yeah, tune in Sunday on Rumble to enjoy. We're going to do some video reactions I'll tell you right now, for our first show, we're going to enjoy some video reactions. You're going to see a kind of show we don't normally do on this in terms of language, in terms of behavior, and we're going to try to work in even more audience interaction with Rumble, where you guys can come straight onto the show through Discord and things like that. Hopefully having that up this Sunday, if not by next Sunday for sure. And then we're going to start doing guests and everything. It's going to grow hopefully into its own beast, and it's going to be welcomed in with a different smoking apparatus. This is the one that I use when I'm doing the show. We'll be showing you one we don't normally use, so tune in to see that one. The train number was 66, says Saint Aran. You tease, says Fanatical Bucks fan. Trust me, it'll be worth it. You'll enjoy seeing that. Not something that people normally bring out. I'm not just going to bring out a bong. It's not like, oh, look at my bong, look at my big glass bong. Like, no, we're not doing that. I'll say this. I have a gift from my brother that he got me while he was overseas. If you need more clues than that, you're probably dumb. But I will say this. It is a legit piece of smoker enjoyment. Billy Bong Thornton or Wesley Pipes, LOL. No. I call it the Iron Schmoke. You get to see it Sunday. Alrighty, so the View host Joy Behar is facing new backlash after she appeared to criticize East Palestine residents who voted for former President Donald Trump. Ashley Bennett, who lives in Pennsylvania just miles from the derailment site, said Trump often takes the brunt of liberal criticism, but maintained that the crisis is not political. It's not time to play politics, Bennett said Friday on Fox and Friends. Let's watch this here.
As a person with a disability, TurboTax makes it easy to
As
get
a
my
person with a
taxes done.
disability, you should not be trusted. What's your disability? What, your tits aren't big enough? Well, is it a mental disability? What disability do you have as a person with a disability? You look awfully able. What is your why are you dancing on roller skates? Honestly, I think your disability is that you don't realize you just suck at life. Fuck TurboTax.
To the chemical industry in charge of the EPA's Chemical Safety Office. That's who you voted for in that district. Donald Trump, who reduces all safety. He did in those days.
Look, I'll say two things wholeheartedly. Donald Trump did probably reduce some train safeties, and I will say that probably is a factor. I will also say for the people like, oh, mental disability, look how they dress. Oh, Battle Brother, a hookah. I mean, she's retarded. Be nice to her. Are we talking about Joy Behar or the lady in the roller skates? Because I feel like either statement holds true. As far as this, with regards to like you voted for Trump, Buttigieg is the transportation secretary, right? He was appointed by Biden. Biden and Buttigieg could have overturned these rules. So to blame this on Trump, I feel like is a scapegoat. Because how long does Trump get held accountable? At what point do the organizations that we can't let Trump have another 4 years, we got to get in there to undo the action. At what point do we get to say, all right, now that you didn't undo this, that's you being held accountable? Because let's not forget, there's Biden has not stopped stroking his ego on the whole, like, we stopped fast food workers from signing non-disclosure or non-compete agreements. It's like, wait a minute, dude, non-compete agreements with fast food workers wasn't a thing. Yeah, but we stopped it. Yeah, but it wasn't a thing. But we stopped it. How many times has it happened? But we stopped it. No, but it's never happened. Shut up, we stopped it. I feel like half as much energy about saving McDonald's employees, the indignity of having a non-compete clause, was spent on, the Transportation Administration as a whole, not just with the fucking toxic spill in Ohio and Texas and Michigan and name your state here, but I mean like the airplane shit and everything else. I feel like at what point is this stuff Biden and Buttigieg's fault because Booty Keg wasn't picked by Trump? You talk about Buttigieg? Yeah, dude, Buttigieg wasn't picked by Trump. We all know that. Buttigieg was appointed by Buttigieg was appointed by Biden, which again, Buttigieg was appointed by Biden. Buttigieg has been in office how long? This train thing happened last month. At what point is the administration in charge not responsible for reining this shit in? Why did we vote you guys in otherwise? Didn't we vote you in so you could change this shit and fix the problems and solve it? But again, oh, you voted for Trump, so you deserve this. Like, what? Can we say that on the on the fires in California? You voted for Newsom, let it burn. Oh, Jesus. I don't know who did that, but Wilmer Autotech, thank you for the 100 bits. Thank you for the 100 bits. Let's get back to Joy Behar, again, sucking the joy out of the room with her beliefs on... Oh, that's right. We got to do another ad because the site flipped over because this is a Fox web thing, and Fox is being a dick, and so far my ad blockers don't fucking fix this problem. Joy Behar, or as I like to call her, Loveless Cunt, go.
In charge of the EPA's Chemical Safety Office.
Wait a minute, let's go back to this.
That's who you voted for in that district. With deep ties to the chemical industry in charge of the EPA's Chemical Safety Office. That's who you voted for in that district. Donald Trump, who reduces all safety. He did.
But he showed up at McDonald's and those voters saw something on the ground that probably resonates in a way that they need.
But they need to look past the
Cheer
photo ops for people and say who's...
Chevrolet JB saying cheer 510 because fuck you. Yeah, thank you, Chevrolet JB. Bennett told Ensley Einhart, the problem is far from over with some locals still unable to go back to their homes. These people are real American people. They have names. Their children have names. Their pets have names, she said. I think that we need to set politics aside, and we really need to get help in here for the people that need it. Do we get to have that? What's this?
And maybe Mayor Pete.
Oh, good. So we have Fox and Friends responding to her thing, saying that this is beyond insensitive.
To avoid questions because he wanted to avoid moments like this. Watch.
Both information and misinformation injected into this situation, none of which is to the benefit of the community when it comes to that misinformation. So I lost my train of thought.
Oh my God, no, you did not.
Guess what?
What?
I got a fever.
3 gifted subs
And
from
the only
Wilmer
prescription
Autotech.
It's more cowbell.
What's this? 1, 2, 3. Thank you very much. You lost your train of thought? Oh my God, Jesus. Fuck. I lost my train of thought. Well, I'd hate for that to spill over and ruin the moment. Rusty Grammer saying The View is the biggest lolcow broadcast on national TV, to which I say, stop giving away the game. Of course it is. Why do you think we talk about The View a lot? Because Whoopi Goldberg is extremely out of touch. Joy Behar is just fucking a lolcow to the extreme. To be fair, they are cows. I don't know about cows, but they definitely are some gossiping hens. Joy Behar recently Me Too'd fucking Liam Neeson. Moo. Alrighty, so yeah. Buttigieg kind of put his fucking foot in his mouth. Behar looking like a dumbass. I have one controlled burn left to do. We have 5 minutes till 4:20, so we'll do that last controlled burn there. And then we'll continue on with the show. Again, we have about an hour and 15 minutes left in the program with a shit ton of stuff to get to. Thank you all so much for your support. I'm going to check to make sure I haven't missed anybody on the PayPal and the Venmo with all the Streamlink stuff. Looks good on those. Let's do a quick check, and I think we're good. There we go. That one, we'll load that up. Alrighty, so heifers, to be technical. I mean, is heifers a milk producing thing or just a beef thing? Hand pink waving, says Michaela. I don't know what hand pink waving means, but thank you, Michaela. Thank you, everyone, for supporting the show. I really appreciate that. Oh, there we go. It's an emoji on the thing. Tune in Sunday. Oh, yep, we heard that. Female cow with no offspring is a heifer. Alrighty, so, yeah. I guess we'll just call them milkers for short. I don't know why that says pending still. All right, so there's nothing in on there. All right, let's close this up and keep going with the show here. We've got this loaded to do our next controlled burn. So Fox and Friends co-host sharply criticized Behar, saying her comments were past and sensitive. How are they going to allow this to happen? All right, so yeah. Where do we get... Yeah. All right. Anyways, we're not going to keep airing clips on that. So again, Joy Behar, surprise, put her foot in mouth. Gotta have gotta have offspring to be a milker. Oh no. But just like, all right. So Chevrolet JB, is it just one of their albums or multiple? Because I think we can all agree, like the first one was great. Smash was amazing. Americana was okay. And after that, I stopped caring. All right, so let's... Oh, we got that story twice. Why did that load up twice? Alrighty,
This was 100% preventable. We call things accidents. There is no accident.
Alrighty, so, oh, this is the last story from the second hour. We've got our last story from the second hour that we're pulling up right now. You can call me insensitive for this. I don't care. I, quite frankly, feel like... and
Los Angeles District Attorney George...
All right. We'll do that after. All right. If you are accused of molesting children, if you are convicted of molesting children, I don't care how you feel ever. I don't care if you're comfortable. I don't care if you're happy. I don't care if you like how you're identified. I don't give the offspring skied a steep slope for sure. Yeah, dude, I feel like it dried up fast. But thank you, Rusty Grammar. But yeah, so if you're accused of being a child molester, feel free to hate me for my extremely hot take, but I give less than two shits about how you feel at any point in life. That being said, we have a Los Angeles DA, Gaskin, has been suspends a prosecutor for misgendering and dead naming trans child molester accused of murder. I feel like we really fucking missed the fucking elephant in the room on this here. Oh no, I'd hate to offend the person accused of abusing and murdering a child. Oh wait, I don't know if they're accused of murdering a child. They're accused of molesting a child, or at least they're a child molester who's accused of murder. Again, the story is ammo for people who say that all this story is ammo for people. Oh yeah, I absolutely believe Battle Brothers Zio, which is why I feel like the LGBTQ community needs to be. Can you stop having erectile dysfunction for like one more hour? All right. Oh, you're a dick. Who's a dick? Oh, strippers got me banned. Fuck, Jesus.
Fuck off.
I just dropped my Zoob tube. Great. Thank you for the 750 channel points. Strippers got me banned. Pop quiz, my friend. Pop quiz. Stop it. Do I have to get you Viagra? Seriously. What's the deal here, homie? Quit being a dick. Quit being my dick. Anyways, strippers got me banned. Pop quiz. Who was on the infamous show that got the Steel Toe Show banned with strippers on it? Controlled burn number 6 happening right now. Matt, that's true, Chevrolet JB. That is true. Not the person we're asking for, though. Keep on going. Here we go. And a 1, and a 2, and a 3. That's right, Gurmy. I was. Not only was I on that show, I DJ'd that stripper's wedding. No, it was not Destiny. The stripper, I don't know her stripper name off the top of my head. I know her real name, and I'm not going to do that. So I'm not going to say who the stripper was. But I will say I DJ'd her wedding. And I've also seen her butthole, so I guess, But then again, just lump me in with most of Twitch. Cinnamon. No, it's not. God, it's not cinnamon. Jesus. I'll remember it randomly. At any rate, let's again. Do we have a video for this? Nope, never mind. So Los Angeles District Attorney George Gascon has suspended the attorney who prosecuted a 26-year-old trans child molester who was accused of identifying as a woman only after DNA evidence linked her to a cold case crime, according to law enforcement sources. Shea Sena, who had been the lead prosecutor for part of the case, is accused of misgendering and deadnaming the convicted child molester Hannah Tubbs, who is now accused of beating a man to death in the woods with a rock in Kern County. Sena has argued in the past that jailhouse phone calls show Tubbs, now 27, was attempting to use gender identity to game the justice system, an argument that sources say made others in Gascon's office uncomfortable and led to the suspension. Maybe she was the first one that didn't get it banned. No, I got a lap dance from the first one that didn't get it banned. The second one, the one that got us banned, I was there as a like a reassurance, so that way she knew a familiar face, because I was a DJ at the club at the time. So that's how that went. Congratulations for that backstory. But again, all right. So just to be clear, this district attorney is guilty of the crime of saying what we've all been saying for a long time with a lot of these people who have a sudden gender identity crisis when they are incarcerated. People are like, oh, you know what I'd like to do? I'd like to serve my sentence out in a female penitentiary. Really nice to not worry about anal rape and know that I can probably physically overpower everybody. I'd love to be in a ladies' prison. Saying she has the last name of Tubbs is a hefty accusation. Labglass saying the brown eye winked at me that night, and it was the prettiest brown eye I ever saw. Anal rape? Bullshit, cornhole. Objects is all I have to say. Well, at any rate, like I said, it's hilarious that this lady, as a district attorney, says the same thing that we're all thinking as regular people, or at least maybe not all, but definitely me and a lot of people have thought. And just like, oh, I think this person's trying to game the system. You want to see this this lady? Again, heaven forbid anyone assume that this lady is using the gender transition thing as a specific way to game the system. This doesn't look like a fucking Limp Bizkit poser wannabe at all. No, this looks like an effeminate person. When I see a neck beard and a failed facial goatee, I always think that's someone who probably would identify as a woman if given the chance. Alrighty. I was suspended for... Oh, wow. Shay Senna. Let's go to the actual thing here. Come on. Load. All right, so let's go to the Twitter post. Saying news sources, LED office administrated. I was suspended for speaking out against the Gascon administration's misgendering Tubbs while informing them that they are being played is just their excuse for the suspension. Fucking dude, California, at what point can we just say, no, we can't save this place? Even the people Labglass, Matt's brother was getting the lap dance. The lap dance from the butthole exposure, maybe. But the lap dance from one of the first ladies they had on, no sir. That lady, I got the lap dance from. That was a different lady though. So that was Aries. And I'll tell you, this is how I know that I got that lap dance. I have not forgotten her. All right. I had Aries on my lap and it changed my life. Set the charges and let it slide off into the ocean. All right, I'm not saying that that's what we should do, but I am saying it's really hard to argue that we can save California when at this point, even the legal system has the fucking prosecutor going, look, this guy is a poser. This is all fucking fake out. This is a person trying to game the penal system. No, we better suspend him. He's being offensive to trans rights. So wait. And this is my thing too. The people that will support this Fat Jack's trip with the boys. Yeah, definitely make a trip out to Fat Jack's. Say hello to Aries. Tell her Johnny's in love with you. There you go. Slide her $20 and say Johnny's never let you go. How did that'll creep her out. That'll be just be like, hey, you remember that crippled DJ? He confessed on air that one time he chubbed over you so hard he almost came. He once confessed that he was that he is super into Asian women, but you have turned him. Now he wants a natural. I am so going to get canned on something eventually. I am having way too much fun with this show today. Thank you all so much for being part of it. We still have an hour left, and this is the end of our first hour stories. How many bits and subs does she cost for VIP room, Johnny? Like, you mean bits and subs to me, or do you mean like dollar amount to you? Because VIP room is like $100. I mean, that, yeah, we have to make like $100 in bits and subs. I don't know how that rates out, because I don't think they don't tell me what my exchange rate is, and I'm not a partner, so I don't know. If you really wanted to make that happen, I'd suggest using the Venmo and the PayPal just to save us all some money. Here, I'll link the Venmo and the PayPal for those who care. Control C, Control V. Damn, it used to be $50 at Sugar Daddy's. Well, what is it? It's like, again, I don't know. There's two different VIP dances at Fat Jack's. I have not been to Sugar Daddy's since they reopened. I wonder if I know any of those ladies. I should maybe go over there sometime when I'm bored. Never been to a titty bar before. Don't plan on it either. Here's what I'll say about Fat Jack's. Fat Jack's is not a titty bar. Fat Jack's is a like kind of like a local bar with a titty room. Because the titties ain't out at Fat Jack's. You come in the front, you hang out at the bar, you have food, whatever. They got a kitchen, all that shit. You ain't gonna see no titties. You're going to see women in nighties. You're going to see women dressed scantily. You're going to see women alluding to the fact that they have titters. But for the titty action, you got to go in the back. You got to make that move. And nobody expects you to. Nobody's forcing you to. It's entirely voluntary, which is why I like it. Rusty Grammar, MS Grammar won't let you go. Miss Grammar won't let you go. I mean, that is one thing a lot of people like to. Oh, I'm not impressed with strip clubs. The girlfriend said no, huh? That's what it is. Look, I'm not gonna say that. Hey, if you want to get laid, there's where you got. No. Don't misrepresent it. It's entirely a peep show. You're paying for a look, maybe a fucking lap dance, and that it's still you're gonna have to rub one out. All right, be ready for disappointment. There's no sex in the champagne room. What's up, Chris Rock? Anyway, so Don't expect it to work. But at any rate, if you want to just go hang out with some beautiful ladies, have a good time, you can't go wrong with Fat Jack's. Let me tell you that. Have not been to Sugar Daddy's, so don't know how that's going. Alrighty, so Rusty Grammar, Mrs. Brown Candy, and I guess I just don't have a reason to. Seems like a waste of time and fuel. You know, if that's how you feel, man, you do you. That's what I'm saying. All right, we've got an hour left to show. We're going to get our third hour stories going. And if we run out of that stuff, we have some overtime shit to talk about. Otherwise, we'll just go with that. So let's go load these. I'm going to drop the audio down here. Let's pull that up. We're going to be talking about a carjacking caught on camera. We're going to talk about AOC and some stuff she said to Japan did not go the way she wanted to. And we're going to talk about our good friend Karine Jean-Pierre failing at her job. As well.
Police are looking for a suspect after an alleged carjacking that was caught on.
All right, let's pause this here. All right, stop it. I want you to go back. You're getting ahead of yourself, you dickbag. All righty, so we'll get to the carjacking thing here and pull that audio back up. Again, thank you all for your support of the show thus far today. I just want to, did she ever work for Obama? Who are you asking? Karine Jean-Pierre? I have no idea. I have no idea. if she worked for Obama or not. But I need to mention next week, Friday and Saturday, I still don't have the exact time, but I will be at an event called Euphoria Ink and Art in St. Cloud. It is a tattoo and art show. They will be having comedy. You can get tickets at this link here. I'll link the site in just a moment. It is Friday, March 3rd from 12 p.m. to midnight, and Saturday, March 4th from 10 a.m. to midnight. I'm not entirely sure when I'm performing, so we might end up having to affect our Friday show. If you want to get tickets, you can go to the website, euphoriainkandart.com, and let me link that right here. Boom, bam. So there, go to that website if you want to get Sugar Daddies is same trash hole. Yeah, but it might be the same trash hole, but if I know the people there, like, no offense, if I know the ladies, I'm going to go there and say, what's up? Or maybe, I don't know. We'll see how much money I have left after the Euphoria Ink and Art show. Because I'm going to be honest, I'm hoping to get a tat. And so Euphoria Ink and Art show, euphoriainkandart.com. Click that link, get your tickets. It's next weekend at the Park Event Center in 500 Division Street, Waite Park, Minnesota. I'm going to be performing. Several comedians will be performing. Do they mention art displays? There's going to be art displays, artist showcases, tattooing, tattoo supply shops, educational interviews. Comedian, click for lineup. Here we go. Oh, look at that. We got the lineup on the webpage. There we go. How beautiful is this? The comedian lineup. Friday, slot number 1. Yeah, but when do the comedians start? So it's me, Terry Blues, and then Matt Doima, repeated for slots 4, 5, and 6. So again, rinse, repeat. And then Saturday, Willie Olgren, Sidney Steffens, and Connor Hasglen repeated for slots 4, 5, and 6. What? I would think you would want to do like boom, 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 and then repeat the next day. It seems weird to repeat the... All right, whatever. I don't know, but I'm going to be there at least on Friday performing, and on Saturday probably getting inked. We'll see. I've been talking to Jonah about it. I haven't gotten a lot of information. I have no idea where the goddamn thing is going in terms of time frame and stuff. But I guess I'll have to look into it more. At any rate, I will be there. If you want to be there, please do. There you go. There's your information. So now, back to this video. We have, this is through CNN, a carjacker attempted to take a man's vehicle. And I'm guessing, because they're saying, see what happens when he does, that it doesn't go the way he wants it to. That being the carjacker.
Looking for a suspect after an alleged carjacking that was caught on camera. Police tell us it happened at this Arco off 99th in Vancouver, and oddly enough, began with this.
A hose! He's got hose. Ba-da, da-da-da-da-da, in different area codes.
Till it happens to you, it doesn't, you're not really aware of it. So we really need to be harder on crime.
We really need to be harder on crime. Don't tell that to California. Or New York. Or Seattle.
Pretty careless and not really having a lot of fear.
This is surveillance video shot at this Arco off 99th Avenue in the Hazel Dell neighborhood of Vancouver. That's Bill Black standing by his car at a gas station he says he drives by every day.
All right, so
Tuesday afternoon,
he's gassing or air in his tire.
Stopped at that gas station.
Don't those things take like credit cards or coins now? Like, you're not going to get money. Like, dude, seriously, who are you going to rob while they're...
And nearly lost his car and his livelihood. His laptop and other work supplies were inside.
Oh no, like I could give him my car, but that would end my life. What is your name, Hunter Biden? Oh wait, never mind. If you were Hunter Biden, you would have given them the car, completely forgetting the laptop was in there.
It's not just a person stealing a car; it's a person stealing, my personal
Bar
life.
number
Bill Black got out of his car because he
6?
noticed that his
I think
front
6.
driver's side tire needed some air. He proceeded to go around his car, leaving his car running, thinking it's going to be 30 seconds. What could go wrong? But when he got to his back rear passenger side tire, he says suddenly he heard the driver's side door close. As the car started backing up, his adrenaline was pumping. He quickly opened the passenger side door and jumped in.
Just hell no, almost like my kid was in the car.
Wait a minute. You're telling me that when you stopped to put air in your tire, you got out of your car and you left it running with the doors unlocked, and you're surprised someone tried. Dude, how much easier could you? Look, if you had said he was putting air in his tire when he heard the vehicle ignition kick in, I'd be like, oh, damn, I could forgive not locking the car. You left the doors unlocked and the car running. It's 30 seconds. What could be the harm? You're a fucking moron. Jesus Christ. How dumb are you? Oh, my God. He said he was filling his back tire. According to some, though, he...
It's not my bag. That's not a bag. That's my fucking coochie lips hanging out.
There you go. And when asked what he was doing, he said, quote,
I was fixing my coochie lips.
Sorry, I hit the wrong one the first time. Alrighty, so let's go back to this dude being a complete, utter idiot. I'm not feeling bad for this guy. You left the vehicle running and the door unlocked. You literally asked for this. I'm sorry. I don't mean to victim shame, but at a certain point, what was your car wearing? You know? What was your car wearing?
And so I just had to protect, my valuables and my stuff. Once I jumped in the car and I just kind of put my arms around the guy, he hit me a couple times, knocked my glasses off, punched him about 3 or 4 times in the face while I was choking him.
After Black hopped inside and confronted the would-be thief, the vehicle came to a sudden stop, throwing Black into the dash.
And I was just freaking out, just trying to be stupider and crazier than he was. And I just was, and he kind of freaked out and said, let me out. And he got out and took off running.
In the exchange, Black says he swiped the suspect's hat, which police tried to use to track him down with canines, to no avail, meaning the suspect is still on the loose. Meanwhile, Black, a bit shaken up.
That just freaks me out. It could have been my wife.
He
could
was
have been,
Black.
These people have to understand that it's not acceptable.
Bill Black says ultimately he's happy that he got to keep his hands on his car, especially because he understands that not everybody is so lucky, which he attributes to police not getting all of the support that he believes they need.
All righty. That's weird.
You can help the survivors of the earthquake in Turkey and Syria
by getting the mayo. Seriously, nothing goes better with turkey than mayo. Alrighty, so we'll get on to our AOC story in just a second. But yeah, I'm sorry. Am I wrong? Is that dude not guilty for that? Also, that car looks new enough to have a push-button start, which means he left the fob in the car. Car would shut off if the fob wasn't in it. Here's what I'll say about that. Having a car that has a push-button start and a key fob. I could have gotten out of my car with my key fob on my belt, and I could have put air in my tire like that guy did. But again, the car's running. The door isn't locked. If the door was locked, he wouldn't have been able to open it. All right? You have to have the key fob on your person to be able to just open the car door. He left the car unlocked. He left the car running, and he's surprised that someone thought, hey, I'm going to seize an opportunity. For all the person knew, the passenger side door was locked and he was going to be able to just make away with it. I really feel like, I'm sorry, I feel like that guy is responsible for the asshole coming after his car. He's really glad he got to keep his car, especially since, again, he kind of asked for it. All right? You kind of asked for it. If the car's running, the door's unlocked, you're fucking dumb. No guns. This story sucks. I mean, that would have been funny if they, like, fuck around and find out. But, all right, this story sucks. I'll give you that. Maybe it's not what you want. We got 15 minutes before we hit the overtime portion of the show, so we've got 45 minutes left in the show. Thank you all for the amazing support. So let's get over to a story that is just a wee bit more fun. AOC is someone who almost routinely... Sorry, I didn't realize... Thank you, Wilmer. I didn't realize Wilmer Autotech, like many, is allergic to me mentioning that person's name. It is not uncommon when I mention the name AOC that occasionally some people just kind of lose their shit. I'm sorry. I don't know how she has that effect on people. You would think someone like Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez would not cause such a visceral reaction all the time. Oh. Oh, wow. Ugh. We need to get her out of politics. Anyways. Oh, I'm a hilariously horrible person. Nobody should support this show. Anyways, why is that? I can't click that out. All right, here we go. AOC was rebuked for demanding that Japan embrace LGBTQ alphabet wokeness during a controversial Asia trip. I love that she's like taking the woke thing overseas. And I love that she thinks places like Japan give two fucks what she has to say. Alrighty, so she was shocked by very discriminatory comments that the Japanese government officials reportedly made.
Show serious topics with shit stains in your pants.
It's a serious show, serious topics, okay? This is a very, very serious show.
You want to see my cracker?
Maybe later, because this is a serious show. A serious show. Serious topics. Like politics, current affairs, world events. Cancel culture. Alrighty, so Representative Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez from New York, a Democrat, is coming under fire. She's under fire, ladies and gentlemen. Quote from people in the trenches with her, they say about Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez being under fire, they say, quote, "Oh, you got a big dick on you." Alrighty. So, Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, is coming under fire after she called out Japan for not being tolerant enough during a congressional trip to Asia. Oh, Japan's not tolerant enough. Hey, bitch, I don't know if you know about this. We kind of nuked the fuck out of them. All right? They're into having octopuses kind of like finger your kid, okay? It's weird and it's not appropriate. As far as them being tolerant, maybe let that go. Because for them, being tolerant, I think right now is probably not holding a grudge since like 1 in 3 Japanese people still bear some of the radiation we dropped a while ago. I'm pulling that fact out of my ass, but it sounds good. Alrighty, so Ocasio-Cortez targeted Japan in an almost, oh my God, 40-minute long Instagram video. How much is this about you? During which she said she was shocked at very discriminatory comments about a member or from a member of the Japanese government on the LGBTQ community. All right, then don't ask what they keep in the vending machines.
In Japan, when you suffer greater shame, they cut off your finger. In America, when you want to have many people feel like you have suffered a greater shame, you cut off your penis.
I want to hear base Japanese politician now. Alrighty, so there was a member of the Japanese administration that was caught in an off-the-record comments making very discriminatory statements about LGBT people, she explained in an Instagram video that she streamed on Monday. It's quite shocking. I think it's fair to characterize this as a pretty shocking development, Ocasio-Cortez added. It is our view that marriage equality and LGBT protections being enacted in Japan would play a very strong and important role in U.S. and Japan relations, the Congresswoman said. But political commentators and journalists did not take kindly to Ocasio-Cortez advising Japan on how to conduct its affairs, right? With her track record of solving problems in the Middle East and all the other shit she has done for the world, how can Japan shoot her down? I mean, who does Japan think it is as a country to dare to say, hey, listen, former bartender turned congresswoman like a year ago? How about you slow your roll? Alrighty. Political commentators Ian Miles Cheong summed up the Congresswoman's visit in a tweet. AOC is currently in Japan demanding that their government embrace LGBTQ alphabet wokeness or else. Japan's internal affairs are none of AOC's business, journalist Samira Khan fired back, sharing headlines from Time and Bloomberg News on the controversial trip. One user agreed, advising that Ocasio-Cortez should stick to American politics, kind of a far-out concept, but how about we focus on America? I mean, just everybody. I want to say thank you, before we get to this, AOC is currently the alphabet wokeness or else. None of her business. Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez and other Democrats urged Japan to advance LGBT rights, Time headline. Ocasio-Cortez says it's critical Japan moves forward with LGBT rights, Bloomberg wrote. Japan is the only member of the G7 that does not have marriage equality for LGBT anti-discrimination equality protections in place, Ocasio-Cortez told her over 8.6 million followers on Instagram. The original video she posted to Instagram has already received 520,000 likes. The more we can call our shared values across countries, the more we can cooperate, she said to Japan. She also emphasized the importance of women's rights and LGBT trans rights and marriage equality, not just in Japan, but across borders as well. Ocasio-Cortez also raised eyebrows when she visited the nuclear accident site in Fukushima, Japan, sharing her thoughts about the experience in a number of lengthy Instagram stories. For me, understanding plus studying the science and scale of radiation puts me more at ease. More information makes me feel better, but that might not be the case for everyone. Again, why are we talking about this as a secondary thought? Let's get hung up on whether or not the gay people are fucking getting able to, that they can get married. You want to fight for LGBT rights? Fight where they really have none. Go to the Middle East. You and the squad suit up and go to Iran and say, you guys need to embrace woke culture. We demand it. Hell, they should understand that, especially if one of the people giving that message is a Muslim woman. They'd love to hear a Muslim woman come up and go, look at all of you men running this government that's kind of an autocracy. I'm telling you as a clit-bearing woman to simply rearrange your values. Again, that's why it's all so stupid. You're going to go to Japan and make this argument. I mean, in Japan, I'm sure LGBT people probably want more rights. But I'm also sure they're not suffering quite like they are in other fucking countries. This whole, like, we're going to fight this battle, like, but you're not really fighting it. You're kind of pushing it into place. And again, by the way, spoiler alert, Japan doesn't give a shit about what you think. Watch 0% of what you said change at all. Alrighty, so what is this? I gotta do that. Alright, so we've got a Corinne Jean-Pierre thing that we're gonna do. I'm gonna ditch the Last of Us thing for later. We're gonna keep the mom thing, and we already talked about that. All right, so I got 3 stories left to get through, and then we'll jump into our overtime stuff if we still have time. And for the overtime stuff, we do have, what is it? We're going to be talking about some other things like the Lord of the Rings reboot. A pastor sparked some outrage, and some New York teens again. Like, we have some different stories about TikTok challenge and things to talk about. We'll see if we get to that. I don't know if we will. This next one, this next story that we're going to get into, actually, we'll do the Corinne Jean-Pierre thing first. There we go. All right. This is from Not the Bee, popping on over. This is Corinne Jean-Pierre talking about...
So today, as you all saw just an hour or so ago, President Obama announced that...
President Obama.
As you all saw just an hour or so ago, President Obama announced that, President Biden.
Look, if it was a direct switch between Obama and Biden, all right. But we had 4 solid years of Trump. She has never once come into this office in the last 2 years working for Biden. How bad do you want your old boss back?
Whoa.
Whoa. Joe Biden's dumb. Somebody misses. Somebody. Shoot, if AOC went to the Middle East, they would mistake her for livestock, and we all know what they do to livestock in the Middle East, says Battle Brothers Zio. Ooh. AOC is going to have us at war with Japan again. No, I think the funny part about that whole story is that what it literally boils down to is AOC went, Japan needs to embrace woke culture and woke ideology and language and rights. And Japan went, fuck off, AOC? Who are you to tell us what to do? She said the quiet part out loud, says Fanatical Bucks fan. What, that Barack Obama's secretly the president right now, and all right, they said I couldn't have a third term. And that's when I said, all right, Joe, time to get in the pitch hit for old buddy Barack. Oh shit. Yup, says Fanatical Bucks fan. You know what? Here's why I don't believe that, Fanatical Bucks fan. Barack Obama was not the best president, depending on where you look at in terms of things for American rights, American citizens, whatever. But I have trouble believing the shitstorm that we are currently in, that is this administration, is something that is run by anything other than, oh, I'm sorry, I slipped up the plane. Even if you don't believe that, Biden is still a puppet. Oh, I'm sure Biden's a puppet. I just feel like if Barack Obama were the puppet master, then this is a troll on the American people. I believe that Bush was a puppet, and I believe that Biden could very easily be a puppet. But I will say this. The puppet handlers for Bush were so much smarter than the ones for Biden. I mean, I feel like the puppet handlers for Biden are a bunch of people with cerebral palsy trying to put on a marionette show. Just da-da-da-da-da-da-da. And then we've got Uncle Joe just doing different stupid shit. Alrighty. So this next story that we're going to get into here, that wasn't supposed to go on as long as it was supposed to. Look at all the presidents. One of these things is not like the other. Oh. Are we talking about Trump, Barack Obama, or no, just Trump or Barack Obama? Which one? Are you saying one? I don't think Barack Obama had handlers. I know Barack Obama didn't have handlers because the Democratic handlers wanted fucking Hillary Clinton in office, and Barack Obama went, no, I'm oppose Mrs. Clinton, and if you don't like me, you hate me because I'm black. I'm bringing hope, bitches. And then everybody told Hillary to go fuck herself. So that's kind of the way it went. Alrighty. So we have a story now about detransitioner Chloe Cole. Now, Chloe Cole is one of these people that transitioned from being a female to a male. And they are now, or I believe she is how she chooses to identify. And correct me if I'm wrong. But I believe Chloe has announced a lawsuit against against hospital for performing gender-affirming surgeries on her as a minor. Now, Chloe Cole is one of the most outspoken advocates for children and young adults who are preyed upon by the kind and compassionate gender affirmation industry. Chloe has been advocating for detransitioners and now, in a historic first, is suing the people who performed a sex change operation on her as a minor. She is a detransitioned 18-year-old woman and announced the first official lawsuit in the U.S. against the hospital and affiliated medical group that facilitated her medical transition as a minor. The Center for American Liberty, along with the Dillon Law Group and Lamandry and Jonah LLP, have filed a lawsuit against the Permanente Medical Group, Kaiser Foundation Health Plan, and Kaiser Foundation Hospitals, alleging that medical negligence in providing chemical and surgical sex change intervention to Chloe Cole when she was a minor between the age of 13 and 16. Chloe's family sought medical treatment for her at Kaiser, said Harmeet K. Dillon, an attorney and CEO for the Center of American Liberty. Her physicians and other medical professionals violated the first norm of the profession, the Hippocratic Oath, when instead of caring for her and providing medical competent diagnoses and treatment, they permanently disfigured her for profit. What happened to Chloe at Kaiser should never happen to any child in America, and the Center for American Liberty is committed to protecting children like Chloe, Dillon added. Despite receiving a notice of intent to sue on November 9th of 2022, the defendants neglected to respond for over 90 days, which left Chloe with no choice but to seek justice from a court of law. The press release states the lawsuit alleges that the defendants coerced Chloe into pursuing irreversible chemical and surgical interventions between the ages of 13 and 16 while concealing less invasive treatments and by lying to her about her condition. A press conference was held in front of Kaiser Gender Pathways Clinic in Oakland, California on Thursday afternoon, the same clinic where Chloe received part of her treatment as a minor. alongside Dylan, gave an impassioned speech accusing Kaiser of victimizing thousands of children with a Menengal style experiments. I don't know what that is. I was 15 when you cut into my body and ripped out my breasts and stitched me back up like I was your rag doll, Chloe charged. You are on the wrong side of history, and you will always be remembered as child butchers. Again, this is someone who went through it, so fuck anyone for an opinion. This is a person who went through this shit. That's what she is saying, okay? So, I mean, yes, does it affirm my fucking beliefs? Yeah, it does. But if that's irrelevant here. The fact that it affirms my beliefs that a lot of this transgender ideology stuff is blown out of proportion, medical industry's out for profit, or whatever you want to have it. The fact that Joseph Mengele, oh, thank you, Rusty Grammar. Fauci 1.0. Or should we call Fauci Mengele 2.0? Again, I apologize, YouTube. It's not medical misinformation if it's opinion and also a fact. I'm sorry. That's another thing. YouTube and other channels striking people for medical misinformation. When can we start suing them for medical misinformation because they've been deliberately hiding shit? You know, like if you want to strike it because, hey, this goes against our narrative, we're kind of trying to cover this up, fine, be open about it. But if you're going to call it medical misinformation and it's right, doesn't that mean you're now accountable? Because you were medically misinforming people. I don't know, that just seems like that's a thought I had today while I was jerking off, and I thought, why don't I share that? Anyways, so this lady's getting me fired up. Fuck. This lady, I was 15 when you cut into my body, ripped out my breasts, stitched me back up like I was your rag doll, she charged, and you are on the wrong side. You remembered as child butchers. She was 15. She cannot have kids, or well, can she have kids? I think she can have kids, but she can't breastfeed. Her life has been kind of forever changed, and the chemicals, I will never be able to breastfeed a child, she says. And the chemicals that she's endured have changed her physically, emotionally. There's who knows what problems down the line. The whole thing doesn't, it just, that one just kind of grinds my gears. But I say this, good for her suing them. Sue them all to hell. Get them all. Good for you. Good for you. Someone else was saying that. Who was that? Fanatical Bucks fan was saying, get him. Yeah. Fucking sue them all in the ground. Put them in the dirt with that shit. Because that's just, and I mean, in lawsuit-wise, sue them into bankruptcy and everything else. Like, that's just, I don't know, maybe I'm in a weird place with hospitals right now because of the week and stuff I've been having. But just in general, that surgery, medication, all that shit should be an absolute last resort. If someone's having gender identity issues or, just overall identity issues, you should never, like I said, in the context of someone who's suicidal, people always say, never make a permanent decision based on temporary feelings. How is this any different? That's how they feel right then and there. We don't know that that's permanent. That's an assumption. Maybe it needs to be, I don't know, kind of waited out first. And to kind of hammer that point home, we have this next story. We have a story of a mom who moved her family from Massachusetts to Florida to protect her daughter from woke leftist culture, and it changed everything. So I'm betting by it changed everything, we're going to hear that it made her entire family turn into like a whole bunch of like libtards, and it all went horribly wrong, and now her kid is somehow disparaged or something, right? Right? That's what we're going to hear? This is on the Timcast. Is that Tim Pool? I don't remember if that's Tim Pool or not. The Timcast. At any rate, let's hear this mom explain what happened and why she had to move. This is like a 4-minute video. We're going to take a little bit of time going through this. Here we go.
Yeah. Bingo.
That's all such.
It is. It's Tim Pool. It's our favorite fence sitter, Tim Pool. I knew I heard splinters up his ass.
Such dangerous stuff. It's stuff I left Massachusetts and went to Florida to get my children away from it. And it's not something like, when people would ask, why are you moving to Florida, from Massachusetts? And I'd be like, because
it's fucking sunny and it's nice there, and she looks like she'd be hot on the beach all the time. You get it. Get in Florida. Fucking send me pics.
Like the sun, but in reality, it's...
You're all creepy cultists. Stay away from my children, you freak.
Yeah, I had to...
Tim, could you have that much balls when talking to anybody else other than... people that, again, you're pandering to your own audience about things they already believe. Again, this is stuff, and I will admit, these are viewpoints and opinions that reaffirm my beliefs. But come on, Tim. Come on.
To save one of my children from them, and that's why I moved.
Can you go into detail on that?
Yeah, please.
I'll go into detail on that. So a few things were happening. I can go into detail on this whole thing. 2020
Your eyes
happens.
are way too big. I don't trust you now just because, I'm sorry, I look at your face and does anyone else hear this? Is it just me or does this Julianne Moore wannabe have really, really dangerously wide eyes? I feel like she's staring into my soul. Can you give people an x-ray with that thing? That's fucking creepy as shit. Thank you everyone who's watching on Rumble and all the other platforms. We're going to continue going through this video for a bit as we're winding down.
Happen. And I have a daughter who is, and this whole story is going to be about that daughter, okay? She's incredible. She's 14 now, but this was happening, started when she was 10. So 2020 happens, lockdowns happen, and my daughter has this condition. It's 1 in a million. It's called chronic recurrent multifocal osteomyelitis, right?
Oh, aren't you special? Oh, look, she's got a 1 in a million condition. She's super special. My daughter has some weird ability to solve, super above her age puzzles. All right? Fuck you.
And so she has to go to Boston hospitals, be treated for that, right? And so they're trying... At this point, fast forward 2 years, 1 year ago, whenever, they were trying to get this vaccine into kids. And they're trying to get this into my kid who has this rare 1 in a million disease. They call it an orphan disease because nobody studies it. St. Jude studies it and that's about it. So they're trying to get this vaccine into her. And then they're saying, okay, well, in Boston, you can't go into a restaurant. You can't go to a sports coliseum unless you're vaccinated if you're over 6. So I'm thinking, okay, well, I can't bring my daughter to get her treatments and then take her out for lunch because she's not vaccinated because I didn't put this experimental drug or whatever into my young child.
Oh, boy. Man, as one of the people who kind of got peer pressured into that shit, I feel you, homie. I never got a vaccine, as far as I know, put into my daughter. I got one Johnson & Johnson thing, and I'm just, man, I feel you. That shit is fucked up.
So that's one portion of why I had to get out of there. But other than that, I had someone adult in her life wrote. I'm not going to go too specific. So an adult in her life wrote me an email referring to my daughter as a they them. My daughter is a tomboy, or she was at the time up in Massachusetts. She was a tomboy. And so they wrote me this email referring to her as a they, them. And I read the email twice because I'm thinking, are they referring to a group of people? I couldn't understand why my child was being referred to as a they, them. And then it hit me what was going on. And I asked, did my daughter tell you to call her that? They go, no, I didn't want to assume. I didn't want to assume they didn't want to assume that she was a girl because she was a tomboy. And then on top of that, because she's a tomboy, she had people around her trying to tell her she was gay. So she came out to me as a lesbian at 9. And I was like, do you like girls? And she goes, no. And I'm like, then you're not a lesbian. Like, you need to like girls. She goes, oh. So they're telling her what she is. So those are the three reasons. I'm like, okay, you know what? Like, my whole family, my whole life, I spent my entire life in the same town. And I was raising my children in the same town. It was the town I grew up in, and I loved it there. But I had to get as far away as I could. So
again, this shit is getting a little too common for me, which scares the fuck out of me as someone with a daughter. Like, I certainly hope I never have to deal with this like she does. I don't want anyone ever telling me that my daughter is maybe trans because she's a tomboy or whatever. I'll tell you right now, my daughter is going to be 5. She loves cars. She loves trucks. She loves dolls. She loves dresses. She loves Encanto. She loves singing, dancing, performing. She loves a whole slew of things. But if someone were to tell me, well, you know, she really likes wearing pants sometimes, and she really loves cars, and she really loves motors and motorsports, I'd be like, yeah, she's kind of a tomboy. All right? Well, we think that she's really more of a... I'd be like, I don't care what you think. You're not there for that. Like, again, all these people throwing this shit at these kids are not nobody went to you for this problem. We went to you for whatever this 1 in a million disease is. Again, I keep feeling like this is a Julianne Moore movie. Let's flip back over here quick.
I took my family and I moved and went to Florida. And 3 months into living in Florida, my daughter is
a rampant homosexual. Just slaying puss left, right, and sideways. She's on Grindr like she's a fucking piece of meat. My daughter is a whore because we moved to Florida.
I had to get as far away as I could. So I took my family and I moved and went to Florida. My daughter is wearing pink and she has a boyfriend and she's...
See? There you go. Florida is so anti-LGBT that when you move there, you automatically start wearing a dress and asking for dick. Trucker 18-wheeler alleging that the people that push it, they don't have kids or are single moms. I feel like the people that embrace it are single moms, but the people that push it, it's not even that the people that push it don't have kids. And this is driving me so nuts, I'm attempting to fix it right now. It's not that the people that push it don't have kids. It's that the people that push it don't care what happens to the kids they push it on. Again, these ideologies and these things are pushed on kids that they don't take care of. It's not their children. And it's never like, oh, this kid is brought into you to solve this problem and we couldn't figure out. Again, keep in mind, this child was diagnosed. All right? This kid was diagnosed with their issue that they had. And it was the system that diagnosed them going, oh, by the way, we're also going to add this on top of it. Not to address a problem, but because we can, you know? We're going to add this new flavor of issue because it's Tuesday, which bothers me as someone who suffers from a condition. I'm like, no, you don't get to just add a new level of what is going on. They push real good. Yeah, I guess you're right. I'm wrong. Let's start having some more fun.
A totally well-adjusted child, and she goes and she gets her nails done with me, and she's very girly. And she had told me, she goes,
I bought my first vibrator yesterday, and I was like, there you go. She's like, it's big and it's black, and I'm like, as long as the vibrator is the only one. MP says Ghost of Mikey Two Milks. What is that? Is that that's a granny mediocre personality thing? Well, mediocre personality. Well, thank you. Ghost of Mikey Two Milks. Mediocre personality responding with some 2 milks emotes. Great.
I felt trapped. And I feel like I can be myself now that we're in Florida. She's like, I felt like I had to be somebody that I wasn't when I was in, she would have naturally outgrown this tomboy thing, but it was instead being forced on her, like tomboy was a gender and that was who she was going to have to be. And so it was really difficult to make that decision. I left everything I knew, everyone I knew. I didn't have a job. Now I do. But I just left because that was the most
disgusting.
important thing in my world was my children and saving them. And I saw people, predators coming for my children, and I had to get out of there. And so that's what we did. We left.
Great job.
All right. So, okay. Couple thoughts here. First of all, part of me feels like, come on now. You could do, I don't know. Maybe it's just me, but that won't happen. All right? I'm saying it now. That won't happen with me. All right? Here's why. Anybody, and I don't mean to be a huge dick here, but anybody that just fucking deal with it for the show, Johnny. Fuck off. Anybody that comes at my daughter, like see the black 6-foot-high Florida student beat his teacher unconscious because she took away his Nintendo Switch. What? No, I did not. Send me a link to that. We'll talk about that this Sunday on the Sunday Only Show on the Game Over podcast on Rumble. It is only on Rumble. It will be from 2 p.m. Central Standard Time with a planned hour and a half, possibly 2 hours. So 2 hours of hanging out, having fun. We're going to be bringing the Discord and everything else into it. It'll be a great time, so be sure to join us. But yeah, Vampire Hunter D, message me on Twitch and get me that. If you're not handicapped in any way, we'll make you handicapped. At any rate, so yeah, message me that on Twitch. I'm putting together videos and things to react with for this Sunday show, and as we continue to grow the Rumble only Sunday exclusive show thing. But yeah, this lady, look, I feel bad for her. Like, that's what I had to do. I had to leave everything I knew. But again, was there no way to protect? I suppose she's saying the kid was pressured, and so that's how the kid was behaving. I know for me, I am going to always push my daughter, that's probably the wrong one. I'm going to always support my daughter being who she wants to be. And I'm going to continually do that. And I'm hoping she won't be the kind of person where outside influences will direct her in that way. But I mean, oh man, if I had to leave the town I live in because people are pushing an identity on my daughter, oh, will I say some words to those people. That's about all I can say here on that. Yeah, it just stay out of my kids' fucking, like, why can't we just leave them again? Why? I'm stupid. I'm ragging on being a dumbass of the highest order. Alrighty, so we've got like 7 minutes left. Do we have something worth getting in on? The TikTok challenge thing. Let's first clear all of those stories. And whoa. Once again, remind everybody that we will be doing our Sunday Rumble exclusive show from 2 p.m. Central Standard Time to 3 to 4 p.m. Central Standard Time. So 1.5 to 2 hours on the Sunday exclusive show. Starting at 2 p.m. Central Standard Time to be part of that. Let's go for one last story. Do we want the pastor? I think the pastor. Let's see. A pastor sparked some outrage. Let's find out. Oh, hell yeah! We're gonna talk about this. Is there a video? There's a video. So, there's a pastor who sparked outrage by calling Beyonce a witch. I really wanna.
You're a Christian.
All right, this better be the clip of him calling Beyonce a witch.
Going to Beyonce's concert.
I rebuke you in the name of Jesus. How dare you call yourself a Christian? I don't care what pastor you got that is okay with it. I don't care what pastor you got that think it's cool. I don't care what pastor you got that's singing along to their song, because they want some clout.
Is this?
Why you think that man called himself Jehovah? It was short for Jehovah. When a witch has a coven, it's normally a small thing. Witches' covens are normally 3 to 7 people. When it becomes thousands, it's called a hive. Y'all are part of that lady beehive?
I did not expect the pastor to be a black lady.
Preach, sister, says Mikey Two Milks.
Oh my God. The call's coming from inside the house. The black lady's telling us that Beyonce's the devil. Oh no.
Y'all are part of that lady beehive? And you call yourself a Christian? May the dealings of the Lord come upon you. You think this is small stuff. You think you not going to that lady?
Oh dear Lord. The Bible says ladies can't be pastors. Well, apparently, she likes to pick and choose. Any of you who are going to Beyonce's concerts, I rebuke you, the pastor said. A sermon posted on February 12th about the singer sparked fierce debate. A pastor has gone viral after labeling the record-breaking Grammy winner Beyonce a witch and fiercely shaming any Christian who plans to attend her concert. She self-proclaimed prophetess Tiffany Montgomery, who founded the Coveted by God Ministry. Bravo to her. Bravo to her. Proving how bullshit these fucking for-profit ministries are. She is a female pastor who is just saying anything she can to be controversial and to get your attention because she wants to up that money game. And more money and more power to you, sister. More power to you for doing that. God bless you. You know, fucking, you make that bank, because why not? Everybody else is sitting there going, you got people, you got old white guys going, oh, if you don't give me your money, you're going to go to hell. Like fucking all that bullshit. You got all these fucking on God no cap, says Trucker 18 Wheeler. God damn right. On God no cap indeed. Again, your entire existence as a pastor is kind of an affront to your religion, but I get it. Go ahead and have that belief, but then declare Beyonce a witch. Why? Because she's making more money than you? What's the problem? Alrighty. So self-proclaimed prophetess Tiffany Montgomery, who founded the Covered by God Church, shared the video on TikTok and YouTube in which she said, any of you who are going to Beyonce's concerts, I rebuke you in the name of Jesus. How do you call yourself a Christian? All right. I don't know why anyone would say that. Let's go YouTube. Let's go Beyonce. Let's just type Beyonce. Let's see what comes up first. Beyonce. All right. Bang, bang, boom. Beyonce, 2023 Brit Awards, Break My Soul, International Song of the Year, Acceptance Speech. All right, let's look up Break My Soul. Break My Soul. Let's see where this is. We might... Let's drop this down because I don't want to get any huge... What's anti-Christian about this? I mean, other than seizure-inducing. Okay. So we're on the moon. You've got a hat, a belt buckle. Let's, who the heck is that lady? All right, okay. That's not looking good. That's a little, all right. Now we got a poll. This isn't helping. Oh, the red theme especially. Dear Lord, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. Okay. Confess that meth, son. I would like to air a retraction, okay? Earlier in the show, I was disparaging one, let's get her name correct here, one Tiffany Montgomery as a charlatan, disproving her faith. I will say this. Regardless of whether or not she should be, by the teachings of her religion, allowed to be the pastor she is, I will say, I think she might be right on the message part. I feel like if you have Christian values, maybe Beyonce isn't for you. I didn't even listen to the lyrics of the song. I just watched the video and I went, shit, am I in hell? Jesus Christ. And I'm saying that as somebody who plans to take a trip. Anyhow, we've been Johnny. You've been an audience. We've gone a little over on time. The viewership's been a little down. I think everyone's got a lot of things to do. Self-proclaimed. The prophets in the Bible weren't even self-proclaimed. I mean, yeah, they were proclaimed by God. They just told us on his behalf. Anyways, the show's kind of running to an end here. We've had an amazing time. Thank you all so much for being part of a fabulous show. We will be back this Sunday exclusively on Rumble for our Sunday-only Rumble show. Tune in on Rumble to check out how awesome that'll be. We've got other things to get into later. We've been Johnny. You've been an audience. A privilege and a pleasure. We will see you this Sunday. Till then, take care. I love you all.
Game over. What the fucking fuck? Hold on, fuck! Fuck this fucking! How did you do fucking fucks? Fuck! Game over, man! Game over! Wait a minute! There's things, there's trees, there's rocks. There's birds, there's bones. Come on! We'll bless them all until we get versticken. Join me! Why didn't somebody tell me my ass was so big?